Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Copyright disclaimer. This content does not belong to Bible Chronicles or claim this intellectual property. The content provided today has and always will belong to the content owner. Bible Chronicles does not have any affiliation with the owner of this property. As mentioned, Bible Chronicles did not intend to make use of any material for the purpose of harvesting gain. However, Title 17 of United States copyright law states material and use can only be done when it's for theological or general educational purposes, and thus Bible Chronicles believes that this principal material falls under fair use, which honors protection under Section 107 of the same U.S. copyright law.
Que me devuelvan la tierra que me han quitado los de arriba, porque es lo único que tengo, caramba, la tierra mía, señores, miren que la he trabajado, para que venga la sentencia a repartirla en pedazos, para el que no sabe semilla, que tiene cabeza de oro y veneno entre las costillas, porque traga pavimento, y cada que puede baila encima de mis muertos. Que me devuelvan la tierra que me han quitado los de arriba, porque es lo único que tengo, caramba, la tierra mía, porque es lo único que tengo, caramba, la tierra mía, porque es lo único que tengo, caramba, la tierra mía, porque es lo único que tengo. Caramba, la tierra mía. Vamos a liberar la tierra que nos quita el día allá arriba, porque es lo único que tenemos, caramba, la tierra nuestra, porque es lo único que tenemos, caramba, la tierra nuestra, porque es lo único que tenemos, caramba, la tierra nuestra, porque es lo único que tenemos, caramba, la tierra nuestra, porque es lo único que tenemos, caramba, la tierra nuestra, porque es lo único que tenemos, caramba, la tierra nuestra. Vamos a liberarla, vamos a liberarla.
still. You think that Trump is actually still in?
Vamos a liberarla. Vamos a liberarla.
El autor viene a decirnos con mucha firmeza y gran convencimiento lo mismo que nos decía en el siglo XVIII el barón de Holbach, ¿no? Un filósofo francés de origen alemán. Si nos remontamos al comienzo, entonces hallaremos que la ignorancia y el temor crearon a los dioses. La fantasía, el entusiasmo o el engaño los adornaron o desfiguraron. La debilidad les rinde culto, la credulidad los conserva, la costumbre los respeta y la tiranía los apoya para que la ceguera de los hombres sirva a sus propios intereses.
Okay, testing. Hold on. All right, here we go. Okay, family, hold on a second real quick. Let's see. Let me get this going. We got a dickwad that may show up. You know what I mean? He's like a little bitch. Apparently he wants my fucking attention. So I'm going to give this dumbass my attention just for about maybe 30 minutes. This dumbass Christmas Christian right here. Okay? So let's see what this dumbass Christmas Christian has to offer to us. If he has the big balls and shit. He talks a lot of game, you know, and I think I know who this guy is. So let's see if you're ballsy. Now, I've demanded this from everybody. I stopped doing it for a little while, but you're going to show up, turn on your video, show your face, stand bold, and let us see if your Christmas Christian doctrine is for real, okay? Let's see how real it is, all right? Or if you're just pushing this Bible doctrine because you're in love with some punani and you want us to all be the same people. It has nothing to do with your love for your gente. It has more to do with culo a lot of times. That's what I find about our people, family. When they marry into other nations, they're fucking so hard to push this doctrine on y'all. And then they say, oh, everybody's the same. We all love each other, bro. You know, Jesus is king. I just woke up like 3-4 years ago, but man, I know so much. All right, let's see. I'm going to give you 30 minutes because this is not why I did the class. You're not in my mind, dude. Like, I don't understand what the problem is with you, kid. Like, I don't know if you have daddy problems or what the fuck it is. But I'm going to give you the moment. Deliberately invasive, explicitly demonic Christianity. That's the topic. Can't get around these facts, man. I'm not going to sit here and talk about like stupid verses. Well, it says here in Acts, in Paul reference, fuck Paul, fuck Acts. Okay, how come this Jesus character comes out all over other religions? And he's not the only one that died for people's sins. Explain that shit to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know, like, why are you still eating pork? You know what I'm saying? Why are you still getting drunk, getting high, and thinking, oh, I'm going to go teach people the Bible because I'm so fucking Christian? You know what I mean? This is what your Christianity has done. This is what it's done to our people. Has taken away the meaning of the backbone. And you know what? We can go back and forth with gente like, oh, well, we built America. You know what, bro? A lot of people did. A lot of people put their hand to the plow, bro. But there's only certain people that went through the struggle. Appreciate you for that post, VTC. It says the story of America rarely tells us loud or out loud. When people talk about the workers who quietly kept the United States running through one of its hardest moments, they're not exaggerating. They're talking about our history, not about history. In 1942, World War II had pummeled millions of Americans, white cracker barrels, as negros too, men into the military service. Farms across the country faced a labor crisis. The harvest still had to come in, and there weren't enough hands left to bring it in. Who fed you, motherfuckers? These are the same Christians that when the war was over, they voted to deport the people that are Christians as well.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
It's called the Braceros program. Y'all can check out the link. I'm not going to read it all. I just want to share this with you. There's a purpose behind why I do what I do, family. You know, like there's no narrative behind like why I'm doing these classes. I don't have like any like criticism or oh my God, I had such a bad time with white folks. I had such a bad time with black folks. I had such a bad time with Asians. Nah, bro. It wasn't like that. I grew up in Oceanside, Pozole Town, right? It was so many different nationalities. It was like a lot of mixture, bro. Like that shit doesn't run in my bones. The reason I dislike you motherfuckers is because now I know what history tells me. I know what you did to our people. And I know that there's people like this idiot who sold out. He's like Malinche, just a dude Malinche. Sold himself out to the other nations, grew up hanging out with the other nations, married the other nations, and this is what they have to offer. Well, you know, Jesus loves everybody, bro. Please. This is what we're about. And this is the problem with Christianity, because what does it make you feel like? Hey, listen, bro, as long as you believe in Jesus, one day you'll get out of poverty. Just count on him. He'll save you, as well as the Virgin Mary and all those fucking carnitas that you guys have on the weekends.
¿En qué trabaja?
Es dishwasher, güey. Es el mismísimo Aquaman de la cocina, mi loco, el más perro pa'l jale. Mientras el chef se lleva los aplausos por poner una hojita de cilantro, mi papá está atrás peleando contra una montaña de grasa. Agua hirviendo que te despelleja. Químicos que pican la nariz y un vapor que te baja 3 kilos por turno, güey. ¿Crees que es fácil? Si mi jefe se detiene 5 minutos, el restaurante colapsa y nadie traga. Respeto para lo que mantiene los platos limpios.
¿Tu papá en qué trabaja?
We're just the servants minority, because that's what Christianity makes you feel like. It's always been that way. And here's the reason why they don't want you guys to know how powerful we are as a unit. As a unit. All right? Don't want this unity, family. They don't want it. They want you all separate, individually independent, not taking advice from older people, not giving a fuck about what they ask, or actually, you know, like when you ask for advice, all of a sudden they don't want to listen. Turn your camera on, dude.
You turn your camera on. Leva.
Everybody knows here what I look like. This is my fucking channel. You're here, turn your camera on, or I'm going to take your ass off.
Oh, so you're scared.
Turn it on, bro.
Are you scared? You want to smoke?
Everybody knows what I look like, kid. Everybody knows what I look like. My camera doesn't work. That's why I don't use it anymore. It fucking broke on me.
Oh, you muted me. Now you don't mute me. Why are you muting me, brother?
Show your face, junkie. Come on, bro. Show your face. Junkie, show your face. You see, fam, I'm telling you, they're ballsy to say shit, but they don't want to show their face. Everybody here knows what I look like. Everybody
don't be a Levan.
Hey. Again, we're going to start decently and in order. Show your face so people can see what you're about.
I'm recording you. Don't.
It don't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. See, people still need to know who you are. Go for
How
it.
you're muting me.
There we go. Again, family, I'm telling you, I'm not running from this guy. I need him to show you guys what he looks like. Because we have a lot of people that do a lot of weird shit here.
Yeah, you better. Fool. I'm recording you.
It doesn't matter what you do. Show your face. That's it. That's all you got to do. Show your face. Hey, matter of fact, put a picture. I don't care if it's not even like a real camera. Just put a picture.
Great false teacher.
Oh, there you go. Here you go. See, fam? You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. And I said specifically, before you come on, you're not going to come on unless you show your video. You had your video on. Now you don't want to do it.
Bart, take care of your wife.
There you go. There we go. See. Now he says, take care of my wife. See, here we go. Christmas Christians getting emotional because I'm asking for this man to turn on his camera.
Worse. While your wife.
See? You see how easy and simple these people are, fam? You give them one task.
Testimony way to the law, the prophet.
They can't do it. Look, they can't do it. They cannot do it, family. A drunk Christmas Christian telling us how to move or maneuver in life. I'm gonna unmute it one more time. Show your camera. That's all I'm saying. How hard is that? If you got the balls to step up, show your camera. That's it. Show your camera. You're not
No.
See, that's it. Can't help you, buddy. Sorry, can't help you. You feel ballsy. Here, look, I'll even do this. Here, so people can see. Because it's not about like, he's trying to hide his face. He's trying to hide his face. This is what I look like. My camera doesn't work. Your camera does work, though. So I'm going to give you one last chance. Show your camera.
Don't be scared, cabron, because I'm going
a little bitch.
to make my content.
Bro, come on, bro. Hurry up. Come on. Nobody cares about what you have to say. You're here? You want to say something? Step up. Other men have showed up to this channel, and they've showed their video. You're just being a little bitch.
Don't be scared.
Here we go. See, fam? Scared of what, man? What are you going to do to teach us? All we're saying is show your face. I'm going to give you 2 more minutes, 7:14.
Don't need any credit.
Oh, my God, bro. You see?
I need to be recognized. I don't need to be acknowledged. I have one teacher.
You see, fam? The reason he doesn't want to show his face is like every other fucking dumbass Mexican wannabe that shows up to this channel. Because you got no huevos, puto. That's why. You sit behind a fucking phone and say a bunch of dumb shit, dude. It's like, this is so ridiculous, man. It's like the brother just said now, bro, this dude's funny. I don't know if you're talking to me. I'm telling him, look, this is me. Show your face. That's it. And we'll continue. And we'll move forward.
Okay, 18 minutes in.
Yep. See?
Since you're not willing to live.
We're done, dude. You're stupid. That's what I mean, bro. That's what I mean. It's like you're not here to educate nobody. If you're here to educate somebody, then show your fucking face. So people can actually see like, oh no, this guy's for real. He's for real. But you're not for real. You're just like these other Christmas Christians, bro. You see, you don't understand that this religion that you fell into has you jack fucking drunk. You know what I mean? Like, it's because she's my drinking partner. So, I can't get rid of Edom, but I have to make Edom, like an everlasting savior or saved nation. Nah, man, don't work like that. Pussy ain't going to get you into supposed to be everlasting or whatever that thing may be. You know what I'm saying? Don't push this shit on our people if you're submissive to the other nation. All we said was, look, listen, show up. You can debate. We can talk about it, but show your face. Here's my face. You see that? You see that right there? This is me. That's what I look like. Okay? And you want a better one? Maybe? Because apparently you're infatuated with my shit. Here, see, this is me. My camera's not working. That's the difference between why I'm not showing my camera and you don't want to show your camera. All right? Big difference. Let's continue. Because this is what it's about. This is what this religion is about. These are all Christmas Christians, family. They all go to church every Sunday. They all believe in what this kid showed up to supposedly prove. They all believe in it. That Jesus came to save everybody and that we're all one nation of people, but Jesus happens to be white. And he chose the Protestants and Christians and Catholics to basically push the truth, to make it seem like,
You know, the Old Testament was strictly about the Israelites and the redemption for the Israelites. And all of a sudden, some dude shows up and forget about the Israelites. It's about everybody? Come on, bro. This is what you're pushing. Because I have a feeling you probably even voted for Trump because your wife told you to.
In power right now.
What do you think?
So you think Biden is not the current president right now?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir. Never believed it.
So Trump is the current president right now?
Yes, sir.
So are you mad at Trump for the high gas prices?
No. It's not Trump's fault.
Whose fault is it then?
He's got to set all this.
But Joe Biden, where's Joe Biden? You said he's not president.
He's not the president.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is.
So how could the gas prices be his fault if he's not president?
What you don't understand what they're trying to do. They have to wake up the dingleberries that are still asleep.
Okay.
That is crazy. I mean, Trump.
It's the same thing with these Christmas Christians, bro. You tell them something and they fucking talk about something completely different. Completely different. Hey, listen, this is the same dumbass that's been posting on my channel some other video that I did regarding the migration, like an old video. Because he started saying, oh, well, you know, we migrated from the east to west. Yeah, I wanted to remind you who you learned that from. Your daddy. Like, you learned that from this channel. Whether you don't know it, that's not my fault. But you learned that shit here. And apparently that offended you. You come here, you go, post. Okay, it sounds good. You want the smoke? Show up. Just turn your camera on. That's it. That's not a lot to ask for, bro. This is YouTube. A lot of people show their fucking face. ¿Quién tiene huevos, güey? ¿Y quién no tiene, cabrón?
Was president, but gas prices weren't his fault. You know.
Christianity. If you can just pretty much interpret it with politics.
With politics. I'm not well informed, but I am informed.
Sure, man.
And a long video. If you haven't already, make sure to like, sit back, grab.
He says, I'm just going to go through some of these videos. I want to teach you the mindset of these Christmas Christians. Like, think about it. They believe in this thing, but look at how logically they are. Think about it for a moment. Right? Think about that for a moment.
Snacks, subscribe. Let's get into it.
What does the shirt mean?
It means that the Democrats are stupid and that Trump should be president.
What are the three branches of government?
The three branches of government: legislative. Oh, fuck me.
He's drunk, probably.
Legislative. Oh.
Every time.
You don't help me. Judicial.
She just said it, though. She said
yeah, judicial.
See? Okay, he's back for more. I'm gonna give him one more chance. All right, you're gonna be back for more. You're gonna turn on your camera, or you're just gonna talk?
Okay, just dialogue, right? Respectful dialogue.
Wait! Shut the fuck up. You don't make rules here. You understand that, right? When you get your channel, you can run it all you want. Show your camera, and then you can speak. Ahí es, güey. Yo pienso que alguien te dejó caer, güey, cuando eras un morro, cabrón. Porque no entiendes nada, güey. I literally just said, bro, I'll let you back in. Show your camera. That's it.
Hey, this is not supposed to work.
Oh, my God, dog. This is... no, I'm not wasting my time with your stupid ass, bro. You don't run here, dog. Like, you don't do that shit. You know what I mean? I know that you feel that way because that's the whiteness that's been rubbing on you. Like, you can talk over people. Like, that's the thing about this nation. They influence you like that. And you think you're better than raza. Like, you know what's so funny, family? These Christmas Christians, they actually have the nerve and audacity to say, out of all the other Christians that told us the same fucking regurgitating shit, somehow, some way, this Christmas Christian is so righteous that only God is going to use him to finally make sense to us so then we can convert back to that. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing new you're going to say to us at all. At all. Hold on, let me say what's up to the brothers here. What up, bro? Good to have you, man. Good to have you. I hope you're enjoying the show. I really hope you're enjoying the show. Christian Reyes, 7830. Yeah. Bro, this dude, funny. Yeah, I hope you talk about him because, like, I literally don't mind. Like, I put the link up. It's not a hard exercise. It's not hard homework. It's like, I'll talk to you, prende tu cámara, güey, y así lo dejamos. Show your face so people can be like, okay, I see a voice in the face, sounds good, bro, I stand behind you. But no, you see, you don't do that. You guys don't do that. I'm not hiding my face. And I brought more powerful shit out than you will ever even come close to. Let's go. He is. Yeah, I'm well informed. Well, a little bit. Okay, so are you well informed or a little bit informed? Because I just asked you a very simple question regarding the branches and you couldn't even figure that shit out. Right? Let's go. Three strikes and he's out. All right, 3 fucking strikes and he's out. He's back again.
I got you on live. I'm recording.
Are you going to? Oh God, bro. Oh, this fucking dude. No, he's not going to show it. He's not going to show his camera. Look. He thinks he's stupid. Like, tell that guy. I don't care if you. Hey, record it, man. It doesn't matter. You see, the thing is that people realize who you are. People realize who you are and what you're about. And if you're not man enough to just represent yourself because you believe in what you're supposedly trying to teach, then what do you think they're going to look at you like? You think they're going to, oh, no, you're wrong. He was wrong for not letting you speak. It's not a hard request, man. It's a very simple one. I know what, Akuya. I messed up on that.
Patriotism at all.
What's the problem with xenophobic nationalism? Don't you think that's better for Americans in general?
To be xenophobic nationalism is better?
We should have a coherent culture. Everyone should be a part of the same culture. We should have assimilation.
Which, do you get to choose what the culture is?
We already have a dominant culture based on European and Christian values and identity.
This is what he wants to bring to the channel. He wants to bring the Greco-Roman Christian culture, white culture, because he married into the white culture. That's why people like him, or he would have married into, let's say, the black culture, whatever. The point being is, this is what the narrative is behind a lot of men and women. They don't have a clear sense as to what they believe in. They have a narrative behind it. Oh, well, you know, oh, man, I married my wife, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't want her to die. I'm going to have to figure out how to make these scriptures work. Christianity, bro, at its fullest.
That is a dominant culture. It's rooted in European identity.
So your argument is that
has been the dominant culture.
Just to be clear,
we're not letting people assimilate to that. We're saying you should keep your culture, and this is why our culture is so divided.
Your argument is that Trump is good for those who want a dominant white European culture.
Which is Christianity, which was brought to us in 1492. Hasn't changed one bit. In the name of Jesus, we were all killed, destroyed, and fucking practically sodomized and shit. You understand what I mean? In the name of Jesus. Even though we've proven several times back and forth, up and down, left, right, that this character, Jesus or Mary's, is a consistent, repetitive idolatry that the Old Testament warned us about. Do not worship the Queen of Heaven, nor worship her son. Do not worship the Virgin Queen of Heaven, nor worship her son. This is the Greco-Roman Christianity that they want us to bring about. Hey, I'm not bringing you back, dude. I don't know why you're still here. I'm not bringing you back. Because first of all, look, you've been sitting here a while, and you haven't even turned your camera on. So I don't want to waste my time with your stupid ass. You specifically understand and know exactly how I function. I don't know why you think you're going to have some different dialogue with me. I treat all of them the same. You understand that? When I made the mistake by not making somebody turn on their camera about maybe 2 months ago, I never will do that again. Do you understand? So you're not coming back. Turn on your camera or you don't come back. It's that simple. I don't care what you have to say. Let's go, family.
I mean, that is what America is. It's rooted in European identity and Christian values. That's what it has been. Would you really disagree with that? What is it then if that's not the identity of America?
Well, I think the identity of
For the
America,
majority of time, America's been a country. You don't think that's been the identity?
Well, actually, no. I think actually the identity of America.
Tell you what, family, just to make it fair, all right? Because this guy's like, oh, you're not gonna be fair. Okay, sounds good. Does anybody here that disagree with this New Testament, believing Christmas Christian, marrying other nations, telling you that we're all the same? Does anybody here want to debate him with your camera off? I'll sit back. Let's see. Maybe then I'll let him ride for a bit. Because I'm not dealing with that shit. You do either what I say in this channel or you don't fucking get on. You want to like separate me and you? Fine, sounds good. I'll sit back. Does anybody here want to talk to this kid? Trust and believe, brothers. It'd be a waste of time, but Let me know.
America has been, for better or for worse, a melting pot in that regard.
Yeah, maybe since like the 1960s. Even then, even we had this idea of a melting pot literally means assimilation too. It means melting. It means you're assimilating to
Exactly what Christianity wants us to do. Assimilate with the other nations. We're all the same. Jesus loves everybody. Everybody's saved. Edom is saved. I don't know about Canaan though, but Edom is saved because my wife or my husband is Edom, so they must be saved. Now, it don't work like that. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. He finally did something. He's finally listening. What is this? What is this, like a butt cheek or some shit or what?
Yeah, you're a sick vato. That's why you think. That's the first thing you think.
No, you know why? Because somebody tried to do some nasty shit one time that they came. This is how I know. See, you don't think, kid. Like this is what I'm saying. You don't think. Somebody came on my live once, was about to show some porn shit. Anyways, like when we say turn your camera on and show your face, we don't mean your fucking closet. Why are you so scared, bro? Like, well, I don't understand. What's the deal, though? What's the deal, brother? Why are you so scared, man?
YouTube like yourself.
Wait, why are you so scared to show your face? What's the deal?
I don't need to get.
No, why? All I'm asking is why. Why are you scared to show your face?
Logic questions or not?
Wait, why are you scared to show your face? It's a very simple question.
The host had muted your mic, so the host keeps muting my mic. Again, I'm.
All right, there you go. Here, see, family. So now he's getting away with it. By matter of fact, I'll entertain you for 10 minutes. Let's go.
I hope so.
Hey, shut up. Let's go. What do you
Appreciate your time.
Fuck up. Let's go. Come on.
Been asking.
Stop being nice, bro. There's no. Hey, listen. There's no.
Okay. So now.
Hey, listen. There's no niceness here, kid. Okay. There's no niceness here. Don't be saying respectfully. Get to your point. Ask your question. Let's go.
Okay, I got it.
What's your question?
Okay. Now, are you claiming to be Aztec, Maya, Inca, or what are you specifically claiming to be? If you dare to answer.
Are we going to talk scripture or what's the deal?
No, I just want to address your confusion. And if you address my confusion and then you make it make sense, then you know what? I'll show all respect. But until right now, your IUIC confusion, your GMS confusion.
Okay, sounds good.
You are Assad and Gorilla Hebrew confusion.
Okay, shut the fuck up, bro. You already asked me a question, right? All right, so you're saying if I'm what? Mexica, Azteca, or what?
Okay, he unmuted me.
No.
So are you claiming to be, what are you claiming to be according to you?
According to you, I'm a white guy.
No. I'm asking you a question. Clarify. Yeah, let me mute me again. Look, and he mute me.
No. It's just like.
What are you clarifying? I just need you to clarify. What are you clarifying? Are you Mexica, which would be Aztec? Are you Maya? Are you Inca? What are you? Because there's a plethora of tribes in the Americas, which is written.
Okay, so
which one are you? And which one's Israel? Which is my second question.
Do you believe in DNA, yes or no?
No.
Then why the fuck do you care?
Okay, so you're not going to answer the question. Okay, done. So I'm going to move on.
No, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna hold on. Shut up. Okay.
Yeah, look here. He just muted me. Yeah.
No, shut the fuck up, bro. Let me clear it up.
Okay, yeah, bro. Don't talk to me like I'm your wife.
I don't talk to my wife like that.
I hope you don't. I hope you don't.
Hey, listen. This is how I know you're trying to get emotional, bro. This is why I know you. So it's all good. Look, listen. You asked me whether I believe I'm Mexica, Azteca, whatever, right? And I asked you, do you believe in DNA? You said no. So then what's the point if I express it to you? What's the point? You're not going to believe it, no matter what I say to you. You already have these answers in your mind, kid. I already know that. So go to your next question.
So what do you believe in?
Doesn't matter. Go to your next question.
Again, he's not going to answer the question.
You don't believe in DNA, so it doesn't matter, bro.
Can we go to Nehemiah 13?
Wait, no, let me ask you a question now. You got me one.
Can we go to Nehemiah 13 or not?
Ask me a question. Now my turn. Are you a Sephardic Jew? Yes or no?
No.
Didn't you say you have a DNA that says you're a Sephardic Jew?
I don't believe in DNA. I just answered your question. That's a stupid question, pelon.
I just had one back and forth. Let's go, kid. Come on.
Okay, so again, your channel is Mechica Chronicles. What's Mechica?
Bro, do you even know how to say it?
All right, Canico, I'm going to ask you again. Again, you can't answer a question.
Pronounce it right. Can you pronounce it right?
Tell me how to pronounce it. Teach me.
Meshica or Meshiacha.
MESHIACHA. Are you MESHIACHA? And what is MESHIACHA? That's two
It
questions.
means, it's a word in Arabic that means anointed, or
No,
Aramaic.
it's Arabic. Okay, so this Arabic word which means, what does it mean?
Well, there's Arabic Hebrew meaning behind that word. It means anointed. You can look it
Okay,
up in
so
Spanish.
so are you, so then the Inca and the Maya are not anointed?
Well, the Inca and the Maya are not anointed? What do you mean by that? Are they anointed?
I'm
or not
asking
anointed?
you.
I
If
don't
the
know, bro.
only
That was the name given to the Mexicas. That's it. That's all I can
okay,
tell you.
okay, done. So again, so the Maya and the Inca and any other tribes that were in the Americas are not the anointed. So only the Mashiach are Israel.
The story says, from what I've shared in the books, it talks about the certain tribe was named after their leader, which was named Moshli or Meshi or Meshiach.
And where is this coming from? Because I don't read that in the scripture. So where did you learn this from?
So are we talking scripture or are we talking history? Because you're asking me a lot of stuff outside of the scripture.
It's simple questions, brother. It's simple.
This is
Simple dialogue, straight to the point and concise and precise.
Stop. Shut the fuck up. I already know what you're doing.
So I'm precise and
You're asking me questions. You're asking me questions outside of the Bible. Then now you're saying, is it Bible related or not? So which one is it? When are we going to go to the Bible? Are we going to talk about science? Are we going to talk about assumptions? Where are we at, bro? Where we at?
I'm trying to clarify your perspective because to me it's confusion and I'm challenging your perspective. That's all I'm doing.
I'll tell you what, why don't you challenge me on what I say on the Bible? Don't worry about what I believe.
Okay, let's get it.
Not.
Okay, let's get it. What would you like for me to defend according to the Bible? I don't, because you don't teach the Bible. You teach a lot of European PDFs. You know that, right? Safe to say? Is that fair?
Are you going to go with the question or not with the Bible or not?
Bring out the law and testimony. I'm ready.
Wait, you want me? Wait, you're here to question what I'm showing. So what is it that you're questioning?
Okay, so I'm going to ask you. So then the Maya and the Inca are...
we just said Bible.
Here we go. Interrupt.
Question on the Bible. Like, you're here to question the Bible. Don't question whether I'm a Maya, Aztec. That's irrelevant, honestly. Let's go to the Bible. You're here for that. You're saying I don't teach none of it. Let's go to the book. Come on, let's go to the book. What am I doing wrong? What am I teaching wrong?
Okay, perfect. Another question then. So are you saying... to clarify, the New Testament.
You're not here to ask me questions and then I'm just answering you. Let's go to the Bible. You're saying I'm wrong with what I'm teaching. So then show us where I'm wrong with your New Testament. Show us where I'm wrong with your New Testament. Show us. Don't ask me.
Why would I use the New Testament when you don't believe in the New Testament?
Well, I don't know.
Does that make sense to you?
Why did you use the old one? Why did you use the old one? You don't believe in the old one.
No, I believe in the old one. That's my foundation.
No, when it's convenient for you.
Mutes me.
When it's convenient for you. That's when it's convenient. But listen, see, kid, I don't want to talk. Ask your fucking question. Break it down. If you're saying I'm wrong in what I'm teaching, then teach us where I'm wrong with your great understanding. Go for it. The floor is yours.
With my great understanding, again, you asked for smoke. I'm clearly questioning your whatever it is that you're trying to teach. I'm trying to clarify for the people, narrow it down. What is it that you're teaching? So again, I'm gonna ask. I asked you simple questions.
Exactly. You
So the Inca and the Maya are completely different than Mexica.
There you go.
Right?
But listen, I already told you, Maya, Mexica, Aztec. Let's put that aside. Whether it is...
Here we go. Your whole channel is based on that. How can we put it aside? Like, what does that make? Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't make sense to you.
To you, it doesn't make sense because you can't answer your people.
You're here to question.
Answer your fans. Answer your fans. That's all I'm saying. Defend your channel. I'm asking in front of all of your 800 followers, defend your channel.
You're here to defend your faith, yes or no? Are you here to
No, you summoned me. You said it.
No, shut the fuck up.
Here we go.
I never summon your ass. Let me make this clear.
Mute it.
I'm not gonna mute you. Let me just say this, family.
Yeah, don't mute me.
The reason I know this fucking dude is because we're part of this chat, okay? And these little groupie chats, wherever like 9 or 8 or 10 o'clock at night, this guy starts posting some shit because he's full of shit drunk, right? I never said nothing. Finally, I start posting stuff on this.
give me a job.
And then he wants to actually start making comments. And
if he knows that I have a house, he wanted me to take pictures of it so he can make money off.
There you go. Inesio. So then I finally said, all right, man, come on board, bro. Since you're questioning what I believe in, come on board.
This is why I record everything.
And what are you doing, bro? Oh, to the Mexica and the Incas and the Aztecs. But I'm like, okay, let's go to the scriptures. If you're trying to teach us Christianity, then tell me where
Nobody's teaching you Christianity, canijo.
You're doing it. You're doing
Sorry,
it.
brother.
You're doing it.
Luke 24, that's what I'll teach you. If I'm going to teach you anything and consider to be teaching, Luke 24.
Stop talking. Teach us. Go for it. Come on.
So I'm going to ask you again, right? Before I come.
Oh, my God. No more
right?
questions.
Before I.
Hey, listen, bro, no, don't ask me no more questions. You've had enough. Now you're here. Now you're saying my teaching is wrong. Then show us where it's wrong.
I don't understand your teaching. How can I defend?
Right. Hey, you don't understand the teaching, but he's here to argue about it. Oh,
if I don't understand it, how can I attack your teaching if I don't understand it? Your confusion, your babble, your Babylon, brother.
Well,
you're Babylon. You're teaching PDF.
Then why here? Then why here?
Ask for me.
Hey, look. See, nobody asked for you, Samuelita. Nobody asked for you. You kept.
And he's gonna do.
You kept posting on the channel. You're here. We're 40 minutes in. And you still haven't fucking showed us.
Sure.
What is it that I'm teaching wrong? Go for it.
Nobody has accused you of anything. I'm clarifying for the people and the viewers on your channel. It's that simple. Defend your channel. Defend your cause. Don't just go to random videos and comment on them and make them a part of your content. That's disrespectful, first of all, and that's not genuine.
Hold on a second. Who the fuck?
Hello, and he muted me. Again, interrupting me.
Why do you care?
Hey, you are disrespectful.
Shut the fuck up. I don't care. Why do you care whether I show other people?
You summon me.
Why do you care? Nobody summoned you, kid. You kept posting on my channel. It's like you knocking on my door and I say, no soliciting, fuckface. And you're like, no, pero señor. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to open the fucking door. What do you want? This is how it happened. You
asked.
Oh my God, bro. You've been soliciting to come in. You finally here.
Minutes in and we have
42 minutes and you're wasting people's time. 42 minutes. I'll get the scripture. Show
your
me.
Videos are 9 hours. You silly old fool. On TikTok videos and everybody else's YouTube videos, and you comment on them. And I'm wasting people's time, you silly buffoon.
Look. He says, I'm wasting. No, you're wasting your time. Why are you
I'm wasting my time. You asked for me, so I am waiting. You're wasting my time, Pasguato.
If you don't like my
you
shit,
silly man, you're wasting my time, your family's time.
Listen. This is the same fucking dude that kept texting me almost every fucking week, bro. Asking for advice, wanting to talk to me like a little fucking bitch. Now you got my full attention.
Your family is
you're just talking shit. Not he wants to bring family. Leave my family alone, dude. They know what they're doing right now. I'm free today. I got a couple hours to myself because I take care of my shit. Are you ready now to break down what I'm doing wrong?
Fights and to hate everybody.
Oh my God, bro. Here we go. See, family. So this guy did not come on to teach. He came on to ask questions, not to teach, not to say, hey, you're doing this wrong when it comes to Jesus. No. Then he says, I don't know what you're teaching. What the fuck you show up for?
Because when I do it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, listen, man. This is, dude, I kind of did it on purpose so people can see where your mind is at.
Purpose, yes, you're a great.
Oh, there you go. One more, bro. No te callas, güey. Let's listen. I'm going to leave the floor. You tell me what I'm teaching wrong.
Teach everybody out of the European PDFs and then say this is right and you're right, but you're teaching us out of European PDFs. Make that make sense to me. How are you going to teach us what you call the so-called white man PDFs wrote about the indigenous people of the New World, but you believe them? So you tell me how you're not teaching what you hate. Make it make sense for me, please. Please, Papa.
So the white man basically created everything that we have, right? Everything? Is that what you're saying?
According to you, I don't know. You teach me. A ver, Papa.
No, you showed up to the channel.
Oh, here we go.
Nobody summoned your punk.
You can't answer questions?
What are you talking about, man?
You can't ask your questions?
Which
one? You teach what the so-called white man, according to you, is teaching? Is that not what you're teaching?
I tell you what, bro, because I know you're hard-headed in the ear,
I'm hard-headed.
Teach what the white man wants you to learn.
Is that what you're teaching, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm teaching. Yeah, that's what I'm
teaching.
teaching.
Good. Okay, good. So the Chronicles Mechica teaches a white man knowledge, right?
If that's what you believe.
Oh, that's what you're making everybody believe.
If that's what makes you feel better.
You don't even have the audacity to teach everybody what the author or his indigenous roots are from, but you're making us believe out of that book. You're not teaching Leviticus. You're not teaching.
Hey, wouldn't it be the same thing if I said to you, let's say I didn't believe in the Bible, and I said to you, aren't you teaching white man knowledge with your fucking Bible and the Christian, the Virgin Mary, and the Jesus? Wouldn't you be doing the same shit if I didn't believe in your books?
Your books? I mean, that's what you're teaching, brother.
Oh, my God.
I don't have a YouTube channel, Pasguato. You do.
Family, 45 minutes in, and all he's doing is talking. And this is what he's been wanting to do with me for a while. Apparently, you got an infatuation with me, bro, and I don't understand why the fuck.
You sent me.
Oh, here we go. Hey, look, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you
one.
I say one last chance, dude. I'm going to give you one last fucking chance. Tell me what I'm teaching in the New Testament, since you believe in it 100%, that I'm wrong on. How about that? That's a simple one. Because I've been dissing the New Testament. Where am I wrong?
So just to clear the air, you want me to teach you something that you don't believe in, just to be fair. So you don't believe in the New Testament, right? Again, that's another statement I need from you. You do not believe in the New Testament because you're still teaching out of it. So you don't believe in it though, right?
I can tell that that's how your wife talks to you, bro. It's so funny, I can tell that's how your wife deals with you.
All right, dirty cop. Okay, I'm going to ask you again. So you don't believe in the New Testament, right? Or you do?
I already, again, family, I think this is very clear. I've been dissing his New Testament book that he believes in. So I'm asking you, show me where I'm wrong in the New Testament that you believe in.
Shouldn't show. So again, so you don't believe it, right? So why would you ask me to teach you something about what you don't believe in? Like you don't believe in the New Testament. That's what I'm trying to clarify. Just to be fair.
Well, then listen, isn't that the same
simple question?
Isn't that the same fucking question as to me saying to you, then why are you even listening to
simple
my
question?
It makes sense to you. Why are you even listening to my channel if it makes no sense to you? Why are you arguing about something that you don't even know what the fuck to argue about if you don't even know what the fuck I'm arguing about? It's the same shit, dude.
Channel. You sent me.
Oh my, see, there you go. Bro, that's it. That's enough. That's enough. Done. I'm done. See, family, you can't deal with these Christmas Christians. You sent me. Listen, brothers, I got proof here. I got Yasharala. I got rape, bro. They're all been watching you. Constantly posting on the group that I didn't want to be part on anymore because, like, it's just bullshit. Then you come to my channel with 3 different fucking names, posting different things. Then you say, oh, whoa, I want the smoke. I say, let's go. Do it. Show up. You take 30 fucking minutes to show your fucking face. Then you show the floor. I don't know why. Then I'm like, okay, sounds good. Break down where I'm wrong. Well, are you a Mexica, Inca? Okay, sounds good. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who cares? Let's go to the Bible. Prove to me where the New Testament that I completely have decimated, that you fucking live off of, where am I wrong with that? And what do? You spent this whole time wasting our time, bro. You wasted 40 minutes of our fucking time. And how does that help? How does that help supposedly who you're trying to help? Because what it shows to me is that you're just like this woman here. And we have a lot of Malinches with that fucking mentality. See, no matter what you show these Christmas Christians, bro, they're still going to support that shit. Then they come with this attitude like, oh, well, sorry, my bad, bro. It's not a big deal, man. You didn't miss anything, dude. It was muted. No, my bad. It was just some Mexican lady saying, yeah, those other Mexicans that came after me should be deported. I did it right. I waited 20 years. It's you know, it's funny, man. I don't think you understand yourself, kid. You come to the channel, supposedly question the channel, then you say you don't know what I'm teaching, but you're here to argue with me about it. So then I say, okay, well then, since you're here to argue with me about it, I'm still confused because supposedly you don't know what I'm teaching. But yet in other little, forums or whatever, you're like defending the New Testament. So I'm like, okay, I decimated the New Testament. Show me where I'm wrong in the New Testament. Then you go and ask a stupid question. Well, let me ask you first. Do you believe in the New Testament? And then you got the nerve to tell me I'm stupid.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
See, the thing is, man, I understand probably things that you would never. I've been dealing with people on the phone for 30 plus years. I can tell when people say certain things or the way that they explain things or ask, certain, like there's a pattern to everybody, you know what I mean? And you can tell when people have lost out of their tools, right, that they typically go to, then they try to implement like some type of approach, which I know he was using because they use it on him. You know what I mean? It's a learned habit. And you can only understand that if you kind of understand people. This is what I mean by making sure that we're fully awake. Because just like in politics, these people are being provided with propaganda to tell you stuff. It's no different in Christianity. Everybody has a narrative. Most people do. Right? Now you have to determine what's his narrative. It's like you're here arguing with me about dumb shit and you had the chance to prove, showed up for 40 fucking minutes and absolutely did nothing. What did you gain out of recording all that? Just us arguing whatever back and forth? You had the chance to be like, okay, this is what you're wrong. This is what you're wrong. This is what you're wrong. You didn't even do that. You're just like them.
Influencer Riley Gaines needs to be told what to tell her dumb fans she believes.
Wait, tell me the pillars again. So it's pro-life. Okay. First, second. Yep. Cool. The First Amendment, the Second Amendment, the sanctity of life, our veterans, I feel very passionately about. Do you guys...
MAGA.
That's probably the way you deal with it in your household, huh? It's probably wifey and shit. She's probably the one telling you, like, that's only shows they make idiots and shit. Dumbass, bro.
Money or you don't work and you don't earn money. What's unequal about that?
Do public school teachers not work that hard?
Absolutely they do, yeah.
They make very little money.
That's their problem.
So Christian. So Christian-like, huh?
We use words, they use...
Hey, listen, this is, again, he says, like, black people are more dangerous. I mean, statistics say certain things, but we both know that this is technically who they are. These are your Christmas Christians. This is what that guy's trying to defend, family. He's not admitting it.
We use words, they use bullets.
This is the man who shot Charlie Kirk. This is the man who shot Trump. This is the man who killed Melissa Hortman. This is the man who tried to kill John Hoffman. This is the man who tried to kill Paul Pelosi. This is the man who killed an Obama-appointed judge's son. This is the man who hired hitmen to kill Democrats. This is the man who ran over a left-wing activist and killed her. This is the man responsible for the Austin bombing. This is the man who sent pipe bombs to Obama, Biden, and Hillary Clinton. This is the man who shot Gabby Gifford. This is the man who tried to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Oh, and this man, and this man, and this man, this man, this man, this man, this man, this man, and this man. This is the man who set Josh Shapiro's house on fire. This is the Oklahoma bomber. This is his accomplice. These are just a few of the men who beat police officers on January 6th. I can think of a few things they have in common, and it's not the way they use their words or their left-wing politics.
We've all known this. But nah, you got dumbass Christmas Christians and shit. Dumbass.
It's simply to try to eat
Christmas Christians and shit. Oh, here it goes. Look, see, I knew that was you, man. Ah, fuck. This is so disappointing. I can't believe it. And Europeans. Anyways, look, maybe it ain't him. Check this out. So this guy, these here. This was the point of the class before we sidetracked for like 50 fucking minutes. It says here, Native American destroys Hebrew Israelite claims in heated debate. So I don't know if this dude claims to be a native. I don't know if that's what he claims. But let's listen to this. See, because like these guys, they went into the scriptures. This kid didn't. 40 minutes plus, no scripture. Fuck. Anyways, let's begin.
I'm going to add something to you that you will reject. But see, because the Book of Mormon is tied into our scripture, because
I don't 100% agree with that shit. Fuck that. About maybe 8 years ago, I did run into this group, and I mean, I didn't run into me talking to them, but I ran into a video of this group that was teaching that the two sticks was not the actual tribes, like the Northern Southern Kingdom coming together. That the two sticks were supposed to be two books, the Mormon and the Bible. So right off the bat, I already know where this is gonna go, but for the sake of education, let's start dabbling into this. I'm gonna show you some real historical facts regarding our people, the connection, and everything else. Unlike other dumbass Christians that worry about like, well, are you Mexica? So does that mean the Incas aren't anointed? I mean, fuck, man. If you wanna, what's that word I'm looking for? Can't remember, but I'll remember.
no, it isn't. The tribe of Yusef through Ephraim and Manasseh came over here in 600 BC, landed. When the time the tribe of Yahudah was going into the Babylonian captivity. See, you don't want to do all historical research. See, because we got the artifacts over here. We got DNA, we got linguistics, all tradition. We know right now in Peru, it's both Egyptian and Hebrew, what they call Hebrew, in their linguistic. Nope. Prove me wrong then.
The dumbass shows up and says he don't believe in DNA. I find it very fucking ironic, man, because a lot of times you find people that are going to prove that their kids are theirs by DNA. If you get caught up in a fucking murder case, you're going to prove that you ain't the criminal or guilty with DNA. All of a sudden, that shit don't matter, bro. You take medicine, you probably take vaccinations and shit. You took the fucking COVID, all that stuff. But no, science don't matter.
Don't just talk and say no. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
I know.
I'll pull up evidence.
Here, mute your mic for a second so you can hear, since you want the proof. Number one, this claim about Native Americans, all of this stuff is actually debunked in this book right here. Using a Lost Tribe, Native Americans, DNA, and the Mormon Church. This book.
So this whole concept of like Mormonism and our identity found through Mormonism is total bullshit. I don't believe in that. We don't need to go that route. This losing a lost tribe, Native Americans, DNA, and the Mormon Church. I mean, I don't know. I kind of find it funny, man, that the DNA that I come up with, not that I come up with, that they gave me, apparently they chose to give me that fucking script, that DNA that matches exactly what I've been sharing regarding on migration. But apparently that doesn't matter. No importa, güey. You know what I mean? To them, it doesn't matter. Let's continue.
Debunks the Book of Mormon, the Mormon Church's belief about Native Americans being Israelites. Completely and utterly debunks it. It's so bad that elders in the Mormon Church, and I can show you the video where they themselves said that the evidence that was in this book led them to conclude that they have to start over again because what they were promoting in the past can no longer stand up the test of scrutiny.
There is a book that I've shared with y'all before, and it's from the Lutheran Witness, September 7, 1900 newsletter. Lutheran newsletter, right? And this is a Lutheran, I guess, somebody in a high position, writing about the, you could say the lack of exposure for our people learning the Bible. Okay, so again, this is from the Lutheran Witness newsletter, dated September 7th, 1900. It says, Dr. Francis S. Borden relates the following about the first Bible printed in Mexico in the Christian Advocate. He says, the printing press came to Mexico in 1539, for in that year there was printed in Mexico in Spanish a brief compendium of the Christian doctrine. That's Padre Nuestro, Ave Maria, Rosario, Diez Mandamientos, and then, what is it? Padre Nuestro, Ave Maria, Rosario, Diez Mandamientos, and Credo, all right? And it says, under the auspice of the famous Bishop Fray Juan de Zumarraga, which is the same one that gave you the fake-ass Virgin Mary story with Juan Diego. That was just 81 years before the Mayflower brought the first pilgrims to the Plymouth Bay. From 1539 to 1810, when the immortal Hidalgo raised the cry of Mexican independence, or during the 271 years of Spanish rule or misrule in Mexico, Spain not only did not give Mexico a Bible, but sternly prohibited the publication of any part of the sacred scriptures in the language of the Mexican people. That prohibition is still in force with regards to the printing of the Bible in any of the 52, I believe, dialects, the 52 different languages and dialects spoken in Mexico City. The first edition of the Bible was printed in Latin and Spanish between 1831 and 1833. It appeared in 25 volumes with an atlas, and it cost over $200. Basically like 8, 9, 10 grand today, okay? So it still remained prohibited book to the great majority of the people. You see what I mean? So here we see that they made sure not to give you brothers or sisters the scriptures. They did not want you to read that. And what does it say in Deuteronomy 28? What did it say about the Israelites going through that? Deuteronomy 28:48 says this, what? It says, therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, even the scripture. That's why when I shared with you guys the Maya conquistadors, our brethren were going to these black padres, because it wasn't just white padres, it was black ones too, asking for the word of God. Asking them, hey, teach us the scripture. We want to hear about this God of yours. Because our people believed. Our people knew there was a creator. And he should put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he had destroyed thee. What do you mean? What do you mean? We come to them in every case of the word. Right? And in want of all things, even the understanding of the scriptures. A nation that what? That came from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation that eventually would get higher above you, and you'll be less. You would be the head. I'm sorry, they would be the head, you would be the tail. El trasero de Estados Unidos. Hello? Spartacus V. Rome says, any New Testament user outside the Catholic Church is heresy and dissenting heathen. Protestantism is done in every branch of Protestantism, BHI, evangelicals, etc. Rome is the last kingdom. Yes, sir. Joy, what's up, Joe? Jacques. Bro, you should have been here earlier, man. We had a Christmas Christian, and he was supposedly wanting to debate me, but then he wasted a lot of time with some bullshit. So, first he didn't want to turn on the camera. Anyways, eventually we started talking. I figured, you know what, man? Maybe somebody may want to debate this guy. I'll step back for a little bit. Let's see. It would have been good, man. Probably would have demolished the guy. But then again, who knows what he would have said. He's confusing as hell. He don't got no love for our people, bro. That's what I say. Now, this is from the, hold on, let me show you this book. This book here. It's called The Nexus Spoken Language, the link between the Maya and Semitic during pre-Columbian times. Okay. On this page here, we see the word tamal, Aztec food. It means page 70 of the same book. And you see the Hebrew, ta-ti-ma, or ta-mal, little chamber, concordance 8372, ta-mal, filled, be full, concordance 4390. A traditional Mexican tamale is rolled masa, cornmeal, creating a small chamber with a filled meat. And remember, keep in mind that corn, it's basically when you do unleavened bread. Continue. We're going to start breaking this down easier. All right. Supposedly, the Mormon stuff.
Recently, I've been involved in a number of research projects that have examined DNA variation in ancient populations in the Americas. I don't know of any data that suggest particular similarity of Native American populations to any population of the Middle East.
Archaeologists and physical anthropologists have not found any evidence of Hebrew origins for the people of North, South, and Central America.
Currently, on the available evidence, there is nothing to suggest any relationship whatsoever with Israelites.
So, like, no relation to that stuff. Again, the Nexus. We're going to go to page, we do 13 first. Page 13, parallel history, sorry. Watch this. The Quiche Maya list, in most of the titulos and the Popol Vuh, an ancestor called Balaam Akab, whose people lived in the east, across the sea, in a land called Tulan, Quichean civilization, Carmack, page 287. These ancestors, quote unquote, of the Quiche Maya were white, supposedly. Well, I mean, again, we come with a variety of skin tones, so like, don't let that fucking fool you, okay? No Cracker Barrels here. None of that dude's white either, bro. Get out of here, bro. You should have married our nation. Probably wouldn't be thinking that way. They claim to be a people of two lordships. One people, two lordships, northern and southern kingdom, right? Whose ancestors had come from the region of 7 caves, or the 7 churches. You ever think of that? They listed these forefathers with titles Balaam, which appropriately in Hebrew means Lord. Baalim. Page 14. That's here on the top. The Bible has it that the forefathers of Jacob, of Israel, and Judah, one people, two lords, was a man called Jacob, later surnamed Israel. His name is based on the Hebrew prime root akab, meaning to supplant. As he was supposed to supplant his older brother Esau, that dirty bastard, and his kids too, and his grandkids and his great-grandkids and all his fucking kids. I hope that burns your spirit. Were you an Israelite of this time, you could have referred to him as Baal Yakab. Baal Yakab, Lord Jacob. If you were referring to his immediate family or his successors, you might have said Baalim Yakab, lords of Jacob. To carry this idea a bit further, had you followed the common Hebrew practice of dropping the first vowel of the name Itzhak or Sak, Abraham or Braham, Yakab or Akab, you would have vocalized Baalim Akab, which you can see in the name of the Maya forefather, patriarch of the Popol Vuh fame. Okay? Understand this? You understand what that is? Okay. Now watch the beauty. Are you ready? Watch the beauty. Jacob, okay? It says Esau, the heel, and his name was called Jacob. What's Jacob's name?
Strong's H 3290. Yaakov.
We've been seeing a lot of that word lately, right? Now let's go to the root word. H 6117.
Strong's H 6117. Akav.
You see that? Akab. Or Yakab. A-K-A-B. A-W-K-A-B.
Strong's H 6117. Akav.
But let's continue.
Overwhelming evidence negates the Book of Mormon claim that the American Indian represents a genealogical descendant from Israel.
Thomas Murphy is a Mormon scholar and the chair of the anthropology department at Edmonds Community College in Linwood, Washington. He is working on his doctorate at the University of Washington on the DNA issue that faces his religion.
We are in a dilemma now. The genetic evidence shows clearly that American Indians are not Hebrews. They are not Israelites.
Some Mormon apologists have gone against tradition and suggested that the people referred to by the Book of Mormon may have stayed in Central America.
The traditional view that I grew up with of the Book of Mormon is that it was a story of the people, and I think it's fair to say all the people, of the American continent. As I look at the data from science, the data on the DNA evidence, looking at the origins of populations, what I see is a different story. I see the story of a group of people who came apparently to the Americas, but may have occupied a very small stage.
One response among Mormons wrestling with genetic data is that the founding populations of the Book of Mormon would have been small and would have made a small genetic contribution to the larger populations that were already here. Okay. This response rests on a rejection of statements from the Book of Mormon. It also requires a rejection of the teachings of Joseph Smith, Brigham Young, and virtually every other church president who has commented on the subject. It requires...
This dumbass thinks I only have PDFs. Like, bro, if you look behind me, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50. I got about 300 books. I read about maybe 60% of them completely. I still got a lot to go. It's funny, bro, when people try to insult you and shit. And it's always Christmas Christians, bro. And they hate it when you talk to them all hard. Like, oh, I want you to talk nice to me. No, sorry, bro. I'm not your mom. And like, oh, this is how you talk to your wife. No, you absolutely have no idea. My daughter is actually a very well-mannered woman. My son's a wonderful kid. He's, obviously older, 22. I got a 14-year-old that's, playing sports, and he's respectful, and he's got excellent grades. He wants to become an engineer. I got a 5-year-old daughter that actually is very good at soccer. And all my kids, like, I know where they're at. I know what's going on with them. We spend a lot of time with them. You can't say that. Because your kids look at you all the times passing out, getting drunk. That's what you're teaching your kids.
Setting aside statements in the Doctrine and Covenants, another Mormon scripture about Lamanites being the indigenous people near present-day Missouri. This approach is kind of like trying to defend the prophetic status of Joseph Smith by denying his prophecies. Another scripture that has to be set aside is a statement in the Pearl of Great Price in Joseph Smith's history, in which he has Moroni telling him that the gold plates contain a history of the people on this continent. This continent would presumably mean North America, because this event took place in New York.
So clearly here you have Joseph Smith stating in Scripture that the Book of Mormon record is about the former inhabitants of this continent. Not a little corner of the Americas, but about the continent. And it's for this reason that Latter-day Saints believe that the Book of Mormon talks about all of the inhabitants of the American continent.
The Book of Mormon is not saved by a small, limited geography, because even that group, even if that sort of thing happened, then that is not as what it is described in the Book of Mormon. And we have to say the Book of Mormon is wrong. Not only that, there still ought to be some traces of even a small population in the gene pool in that local region.
The DNA research on Native Americans from Central America is equally devastating for the claims of the Book of Mormon than the rest of the continents.
Stephen L. Whittington, for example, is one of the leading...
I have a book called Decreto de Napoleon, right? Decreto de Napoleon. But apparently this is not enough for people. Even though it clearly fucking says that the Emperor of France who was a Freemason, understood who the people that were here were or are, I should say. It's a book in Spanish. It's hard to find in English. Opiniones sobre la transmigración de los judíos después de la cautividad. So in this book, which it's Decreto de Napoleón, I have it in PDF. Yeah, I do, fuckface. And then I also have it like a hard copy. Hard to find. In this book, he's clearly stating and understanding and showing and explaining the migration, who they are. And in this book, he also stresses the fact that those people did go to the Euphrates and they came to another land. This is the Decreto de Napoleón, Emperador de los franceses. Here he's getting more clear with these things. De la Tartaria los hace pasar a la China. So from Tartary, he says they went to China. This is somebody writing down what Napoleon was saying. Y sobre traerlos hasta América, ve de aquí cómo se explica Montesino de su relación digna a Manesa. He's talking about Montesino's story, right? Here he's referencing that. This is Napoleon Bonaparte. This is not a random individual. This Napoleon Bonaparte, here, let me go back to this page. It says, pasé el reino de Chile. Here watch what it says. Pasé el reino de Chile, hallé muchos israelitas escondidos detrás de las montañas y cordilleros. A lo menos tal lo califiqué al llegar a orillas de un río, pues habiendo hecho muchas señales y hablando en varios idiomas, solo en el hebreo me entendieron. Y se acercaron unos hombres a los cuales pronunciaron esas palabras del Deuteronomio. Escucha Israel, el Señor nuestro Dios, yada, yada, yada. Right? This is what he's saying. This is Napoleon Bonaparte confirming these things. Page 99. Then he goes here. It says, las cartas de Guillermo Penn, cuando hablan de los habitantes que halló al otro lado del río Delaware, and Guillermo Penn basically was not a Mormon. He was a Puritan, if I'm not mistaken. Give me a second, family. This is my wife. Hold on. No, why? What's up? Why? Hernia? Oh, shit. All right, let me finish. I'll call her. All right, bye. All right, fam. I just got some bad news. Apparently, my mom is she's in the hospital right now with pneumonia. Man, she's been dealing with that for a little bit. You know, she listens to these doctors so much, bro, that she doesn't understand about natural, holistic approaches, which is my wife is the one that understands that very well. She doesn't listen to my wife. I'm almost gonna. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna try to finish sooner than later because I need to call my mom. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, so it says here, Delaware, alrededor de Newcastle y en el cabo de Yonlopen afirman que no solo sus costumbres, sino también su idioma era un hebreo corrompido. Las familias que en el año de 1729 pasaron al establecer en Pennsylvania escribieron que todos los inteligentes en el idioma y costumbres hebreas tuvieron por judíos a aquellos salvajes, como se ve por los comentarios de los felices establecimientos de Pennsylvania. ¿Sí this? Uno de los pobladores hizo la referida año 1729 y una larga relación del encuentro con 6 indios cerca de la paraje llamada Nucaso, por la que afirma que al preguntar por sus nombres le respondieron que el principal se llamaba Rubén, el segundo Aro, el tercero Nazarat, el cuarto David, el quinto Eliú o Elú, y el sexto Gad o Gazd. Que este encuentro fue el 20 de octubre, a cuyo más llamaban aquellos indios Maresban, segundo del año. So here you can see, this is Napoleon Bonaparte's statement confirming that the Israelites were in the Americas, are in the Americas, have always been in the Americas. You can go to page, hold on. I can't. So I would suggest to go from page 94 all the way through page 103. Okay? 94 to page 103. And here in the same book, it's talking about the migration. El Estrecho de Anian. Napoleon Bonaparte confirms that what everybody already accepts, that, we came through this section and most of y'all are fucking Siberians and shit, right? They all embrace that shit, but they cannot embrace that we simply just came a little bit from the further down here, region up in that. Paso de los israelitas de la Asia hasta a la América. Figura del estrecho de Anian que separa la América de la Rusia. See this? This is Napoleon Bonaparte confirming. This is why I've shared other maps with you that say this is the land of Ophir. We don't have to, first of all, we never push no Mormon bullshit. That's without a doubt. So y'all can go ahead and question it all day. It don't matter to me. Let's go to this.
The people that we can identify today as Native Americans, the people that we can pull DNA from, their genetic markers are more closely related to people from Siberia.
How convenient. They go through the migration, but you guys are not Israelites. No, you're Siberians. Even though you went through the same migration. Now, remember, keep in mind that I showed you guys my DNA. It shows 92% of the Americas, South American predominantly, then Mexican, South and North American mixed. But then it puts my DNA in that region. So, if you guys are saying DNA proves that we're not those people, then what the fuck are you saying about me? Now, you can't say, well, your DNA shows that you're those people, but maybe you came in 1492. No, the actual, it says that they can track all that shit all the way to 245 AD, after Common Era, 245 Common Era, which basically almost 2,000 years they can go back and prove that my bloodline was still here. And then all of a sudden, I came from that region.
Recommend you getting this book right here. Okay, look for this in Amazon. It is by Simon J. Southerton. Really good book. This is the author right here. Highlight it right here, so I'll make it bigger for you.
I have a problem. Here's where he doesn't get into it. Like, you don't even get into the scriptures. I mean, clearly, there's only certain type of people that fit particular ways of the Israelites. We talked about one of the main curses that we dealt with. What are the main ones that hardly any other nation experience? Smallpox. No other nation of people in the entire continent has gone through that like we did. At all. You go to verse 22. Who got smallpox in the Americas and were diminished? Verse 26 says the same thing. Meaning that after so many people dead from this disease, there would be nobody to pick you up, to bury you. No, you'd be food to the beast of the earth and of the air. No one will fray them away. We have documentation that shows that our people were decimated by this disease. Now, in verse 60, it says that we, those Israelites, would be dealing with something that the Israelites dealt with in Egypt. Moreover, he will, verse 60, Deuteronomy 28:60, moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. What did they deal with in Egypt? Smallpox. What other nation of people wears fringes? How come you didn't explain these things? I mean, our history is all over this book. From the tools that we use to cook to the actual food that we cook. I mean, I don't understand why you want to show this whole concept of, well, the lunar stone isn't real. Okay, what other nation of people do you know of that has a diet that includes grasshoppers? Leviticus 11:22, even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, the bald locust after his kind, the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind.
Pause. So you'll be able to see the book, the author, when it was published. This book debunks the Mormon claim. Okay? That's number one. Number two, another point. This brother right here, Phil Fox, is actually Native American. Brother Phil Fox, if you can jump on the live stream momentarily, since you are actually Native American, you come from a Native American people group, tribal group, if you can jump into the live stream to assure this man that your people have no history of being Israelites or being Semitic in any capacity. If you could come in here, please jump in so this gentleman can actually hear it from an actual Native American himself. Okay? So my friend, listen to me. I'm not trying to disparage you. I believe that you're trying to be sincere.
You can't do that. It's impossible for you to do that.
I'm not disparaging you. I don't want you to think I am. I'm letting you know, and I want you to know that I care about you. But I feel that if your beliefs are not aligned with the more racist belief of the Hebrew Israelites, then some of these things are just your opinions. You're saying, now this is important, you don't think any of these things are salvific in nature. You don't think that if someone disagrees with you that they're not right with God, correct?
Ain't no question.
Okay. Some of the other things that you may have said, I think it might necessitate a deeper conversation. I feel like, right now there's more that I think we should probably get into, and we're not going to have time to get into it tonight. And I have someone else that's waiting who was already here before you. So I wanted to make sure, though, if we could actually have a so shout out to the brother BK. He actually has the book. If by the way,
okay, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Pull up the Udo Aztecian language.
Yeah.
Pull up the
hear me out
tradition.
Hear me out for a second. Yeah, so we actually have evidence that the Aztec language is not connected to Hebrew. In fact, even that name Azteca.
You see how they avoid the actual name, right? Like the fucking dude that showed up, like, fucking dumbass. You're an embarrassment to your family, bro. If you showed up just to try to like impress your wife, you look like a fucking fool. And the sad part is that you did that for that purpose. You can go show her, that's what you did. Like, oh, look what I did. I did it for you, my gringuita. I did it for you, my Edomite woman. Fucking weak. Let me show you something real quick, bro. This, hold on. Let me see. What did he say? Hold on.
Hear me out for a second. Hear me out for a second. Yeah, so we.
All right, hold on. Let me look for it.
We actually have evidence that the Aztec language is not connected.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay, the Aztec language, the Aztecs. All right, let's go to this real quick. Let me go to. We can start right here. All right, let's look at this real quick. So remember, keep in mind that they're saying that, the name Aztec has got no similarity to anything. Oh, what? They blocked me on that book already. These bastards. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. The words of Jesus in the original Aramaic. see. So it's going to be this one. Hold on. Let me get this reading here real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the. Oh, they don't have it like this no more, huh? Bastards. Oh, let me see if I can do it a different way. They used to have this book available. Apparently they don't like that anymore, huh? Let's see if I can get it. Hold on. Let me see here. Nah, it's gonna be hard to find it here. Unless, let me save it. Hold on, I'll do it quick. Oh, that sucks. They're not gonna let me do it. Nope. All right, let me try this other one, okay? Give me a second. I don't think they're gonna let me show it. Example. Let's try to show you the name of MESHIACHA, fam. But I haven't gone to these notes in a while. So more likely they're probably not gonna let me find it. MESHIACHA, pronounce. Let me move on from it. I can't find it. I'm gonna give you a different link. Here, let's try this one. Okay. This one's in Spanish. I can always look for this book now that I have it. Here is a link. We can go to Psalms 2. I'm gonna use this translation here first. We'll go to the lexico. Then we go to the, verse 2. Then we go to ungido, okay? Ungido means Messiah, Mesías. Persona consagrada, ¿verdad? That's what it supposedly says, okay? And then you start looking at this right here, Meshiach. Meshiach? What do you mean, Meshiach? You look further down, and you start seeing, forms and transliterations. Hamashiach, Hamashiach, right? Then it says Messiah, Mashiach, Messiah, Messiah, Meshiacha, Meshiach, Meshiach, MESHIACHA, MESHIACHA, MESHICHI, MESHICO. Or Messiah or MESHIACHA. But you see, people like that, they don't give a fuck about their heritage. They don't care about you. They don't care about anything that you relate to. Because they're so distant from themselves. They're so distant from their own fucking family, bro. Like they're disgustingly so far distant from their own mothers and shit. So now they want to come and show up and try to tell you that, nah, that's irrelevant. That doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. You know, we're supposed to love everybody. Oh, Christmas Christians matter now. I'm gonna give you some advice, dumbass. Don't go to people's channels and then you don't want to get into the scriptures if that's what they talk about. You just look stupid. And you're still here. This is how I know that you have an obsession with me. And this is really that's really gay, dude. That's really fucking queer and joto shit of you. Like, seriously, why are you here? I already explained this shit to you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with you. There's nothing you can bring to the table that you're going to teach us. Why are you here? The only conclusion is you must be a fucking joto, bro. Like, I heard about you jacking off with other dudes in your little moments of drunkenness, bro. You really do that shit? You really go around your little circle of weirdos and because you're bored watching porn and you fucking grab your pee-pee in front of them and you guys find out who jacks off the quickest? You talk about me having issues. You talk about me having issues. That's what Christianity does to you. That's what it does. Because it makes you ignore that shit that you carry. That's why you fucking pass out God knows how many times by drinking. And doesn't allow you to examine that shit. Like, bro, you know, you're a little fruity. And maybe that's your sin and you don't want to admit it. And you want to go and blame or get angry at other men and shit. Bro, what you're doing is really fucking weird. It's really, really female-like. Like, as far as I know and understand men, like, you know, once you don't want to talk, oh, yeah, fuck you then. I'm out of here, bro. Whatever the fuck, I'm done. Pero no, güey, tú no eres así, güey. You're like a different type of fruit, bro. You better examine yourself.
The Hebrew. In fact, even that name Azteca is not a Hebrew word. And in fact, Dr. Michael Brown and I want you to hear me.
Right, that's not a Hebrew word, but let's continue.
And so how do you respond when you're Hebrew or Azteca that you said previously in the 3-hour lecture relating back to Hebrew? That's 100% false. So,
and you know, listen, I don't think Azteca is a Hebrew word, bro. I don't even know what they do that. They sure as hell wanted to keep away from Mexica. Had you said Mexica, they couldn't debunk you because you would go to the verses. You'd go to the actual scripture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could actually do that. You know, it's not simple. It's not complicated. I'll give you an example. This is why, like, stupid people like this kid right here, and you're still here, bro. Like, I just don't understand. Dude, in serio, bro. Like, bro, you really need to repent. You got daddy issues, bro. You got sincere fucking daddy issues, bro. The word corn, the corn was given to us to make sure that this is who we are. It says, and Joseph gathered corn. What is corn? Let's go to this real quick. Matter of fact, you know, I'll do it like this because apparently that doesn't help. Watch. Unleavened. What is unleavened? So it's like, dude, you don't have to say Azteca. Nah, bro, say Mexica. And then say, listen, bro, like this how deep we go. When the fuck have you heard of other nations dealing with masa?
Strong's H 4682. Matzah.
When?
Matzah.
Look.
Strong's H 4711. Matzats. Matzat.
Masa. What is masa? Unleavened. How do you make unleavened? With corn. It's not complicated.
So how do you explain?
Which is funny. This is a fucking Khazar. How the fuck are you from the Middle East? How is your white ass from the Middle East, bro? See what I'm saying? But when you have people like this guy, which is no different than this guy over here.
These very, very bogus errors if we're supposed to take your word seriously.
Well, number one, I didn't present Azteca at all tonight. So I don't believe that it's fair.
But what? I didn't present Azteca at all. So, you know, I don't think it's fair. That's stupid, bro. I mean, just handle it. Just admit, it was a mistake. Yeah, you should have used Mexica. But you didn't. What up, brother? Good to have you here, bro. Sindo. You missed it, bro. I had a Christmas Christian that was arguing with me because actually he didn't have no point. He said, I don't know what you teach. It's confusing. So I'm like, so then why are you here arguing with me about the fact that you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? So then why would you want to argue about something that you don't even know what the fuck you want to argue about? So then I'm like, okay, sounds good. Let's find a common ground. And okay, I've been dissing your New Testament. Show me where I'm wrong in your New Testament. And then he has the nerve to say, well, why should I teach you about the New Testament? He sounds worse, by the way. If you don't believe in the New Testament. And then this motherfucker's over here posting shit left and right on my channel on different videos. And I'm like, all right, bro, you want the smoke, show up. And then when he doesn't explain shit, I'm like, dude, get out of here, bro. I don't even know why you're here. Well, you summoned me. Oh, so I'm your fucking king now? Shit.
That I be held to scrutiny on things that I may not necessarily stand on. If I didn't introduce that argumentation, sir.
You're right, bro, because you want to know something? We spent about 40 minutes dealing with his ass. Like, he showed up like, oh, let's go. I was like, all right, cool. He knew better to show up with his camera on, and he didn't. For like 30 minutes, I had to fucking check his ass on it. Finally, he turns on his camera, and he's like aiming to the ground. When it's like, bro, like, what the fuck are you scared of? Like, I'm showing my picture right now because he's like, well, you're not showing your camera. Well, because I used to show my camera, but my shit broke. It was an expensive one. And I just didn't want to deal with the hassle of fixing it. It would cost me like $400. I was like, nah, fuck that. People know what I look like now. It's all good. You know what I mean? No big deal. Yeah. Let's continue, though.
I don't believe it's fair that you even question me on it.
Okay, just for clarity, you brought in arguments that I've made. So how is it okay that you brought in arguments I didn't make tonight, but I can't bring arguments that you've made?
It's completely fucking understandable.
If you didn't make them tonight.
Do you think it's unfair that I did that?
I have no problem with it, but you're not letting me do the same with you.
That's my own personal position to do that.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Respectfully, you are wrong, and I think the problem is that you don't want to accept any.
Still using the Mormon supposedly to debunk this shit. Had I had the chance to talk to these people, I wonder what they could debunk. Let's continue.
Evidence to the contrary. You notice I'm giving you a book. Here, do me a favor. Emmett Yahoo, do me a favor. Give me your email. I'll send you the book. You'll have access to the book. If you put the email in the private chat, I will give you a free copy of that book. The one that's on the screen, you don't even have to buy it. Shout out to the brother BK. He looked you out. I will send you a free copy of that book. You won't have to spend any money. The brother Phil Fox is here. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, bro?
Now you gotta say your intro. Come on. Peace from the land of yeah, go ahead.
Blessings, family, from the land of the Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara people who have been in this area since before Israel was even a nation, a country.
Here's another native who fucking thinks he was like a fucking mushroom. Like, I don't understand you natives. Do you guys believe in science or not? Because apparently, I mean, I don't know. So do you have any connection with other humans? I mean, the way that you natives are saying it is like we had no connection with Africans, Europeans, or Asians. And we just kind of like, you know, they just kind of grew up on the ground and shit out of nowhere. Tell me, Mr. Natives, how far has these gods of yours taken you? Oh, can you explain to us why the fuck foreigners came and took your fucking land and made you a bitch?
We have been here from time immemorial.
And what does that matter? People took your land. All you can call for, all you can show for is what? Fucking, what do you call it? That stupid, boring thing that you guys do? Gambling. That's right. That boring thing. You know? That's all you got to show for. Your great centuries of being here like mushrooms.
Not only have ancestral evidence, but we also have scientific and DNA.
Once again, he says scientific DNA. Science says that you guys migrated from Siberia. Is that what you are embracing?
And archaeological.
I'm gonna let him talk for like 2-3 minutes, okay? I'll be quiet now.
Evidence that we have been here for, at a minimum, 15,000 years. And
Indeed.
if anybody knows history, we know that the Israelites were not a nation until about 5,000 to 6,000 years ago.
Right.
So
and if I could, just to back up the brother so he could see it, because I had shown this earlier, that we even have a cadaver from a Native American boy in the Montana region.
Yep.
And the genome is 12,700 years ago. So this is long before there was an Abraham. The people of Israel came into being around the late Bronze Age, early Iron Age period. So this is well before that time. And you can see it right here. You know, this is the artifacts of the Clovis culture. You can see it right there. Child skull was found in Montana with a host of Clovis tools. So Native Americans were on this side of the world before there was an Abraham. So they cannot be the descendants of Abraham. So, Ahmed Yahoo, I'm going to give you a chance to respond. But we have a Native American brother. This man is Native American. Both of his parents. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I want to let it be known that it's a lot of propaganda because people don't want to be exposed. That's in high authority and control this world. And so they do things to publish things contrary to the truth. But truth can't be overran. Truth will rise up and destroy anything that's in opposition to it. And when you sit up here and try and teach me something about the Udo-Aztecian language ain't got no Hebraic and Egyptian parts to it, is a lie. I know it was the people over here before Israel who the Yardites or the Olmecs. And DNA, they linguistics, the alphabet was made to navigate the stars and everything. That's like our language is made. See, most people don't even know that.
See, that's stupid. That's like trying to say it's supposed to be, you know, Mexicans or Issachars and they fucking watch the stars and shit. Like, oh God, bro, stop it.
Our language is numerical and have degrees added onto it. That's why I know you really don't know who I am, what my people are, how we communicate with each other. You go off of words, I go off of frequency. I'm a different breed of person than you is. I come from above, you from beneath. You follow Adam's dictation. I follow the creators. We two different people.
Adam was
my people came over here in six. According to the book of Mormon is prophecy in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, after the resurrection of the dry bone.
This is not what we believe in. I'm just telling you the angle that he took. Completely incorrect. Well, let's continue.
Yeah, my friend, Ahmed Yahoo. According to the book of Acts, chapter 17, it says that from one, he made all the nations of the earth. The implication is one man. We're all descendants of Adam. You, myself, the brother Phil Fox.
But they ain't issue.
Hey, Joe Ray, are you available? Did you switch phones already? Are you available? Let me know, bro.
They not issue though. See, they not issue. When you go into the original text and go
crazy ish, man. That's some crazy ish.
But that's because you don't read from the original language. Go back to Genesis, Bereshit, chapter 2. Adam told you, she now bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She shall be called Isha. For out of an ish she was taken. In the English translation, they put man to confuse people. And then in the next verse, it say, therefore, ish shall leave. Right now. It say, ish shall leave his father and mother to cling to his Isha.
I hear you.
That's where the mistake come in. And then when,
hear me out.
In chapter 4, verse 1.
I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
You said that there's a lot. So we provided you some scientific.
I just ain't got it prepared right now. If y'all come back another day, I'll have all my evidence.
I know this stuff off the top of my head. That's the problem is that you haven't studied it. See,
this boy, I don't study all DNA like that.
Hey, listen. You understand? You look like you're old in age, so you look like you should understand and know. It looks like you passed kindergarten. So when someone talks, you know that you can take turns, right?
Go ahead.
So thank you. I appreciate that. So we provided you evidence, right? And we told you, and not only so the surface on this, yes, this boy is 12,000 years old, but the problem is that this boy also
slips on certain things, right? Check it.
Through the evidence and the study, because there's not just this article, but there's an actual scientific study that was done from the remains of this boy. And this Enzik child is what they call him. He links 80% of tribes from North, Central, and South America. So there's no getting around who this person was. He is of the Semitic people that are not the Semitic, of the indigenous people.
You said it right.
See, he slipped and said he is of the Semitic people. But he didn't correct himself. Watch.
said it right.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it was a slip of the tongue. And
Oh no, slip of the tongue. Goddamn, it exposes the lie.
Well, but I mean, see, again, that's the problem with your logic is that, you know, this whole, you fixate on one little piece that you want to fill in the gap that you're trying to fill in. But what we're trying to tell you and what we're trying to tell you and expose to you is I come from these people. I am.
Here we go right here. So I come from these people. I am these people. The same thing that the dude that was here earlier. Are you those people? Do you come from those people? Because, you know, we mix so much. You see the angle. So the way that he wants to supposedly, if you want to say I'm inflated, deflate me is by questioning my root. Oh, I must be white. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way I'm an Israelite. No, fuck no. We're mixed. And then I say, well, I mean, if I answer that, let me ask you this, since you asked me. Do you believe in DNA? No. So then what the fuck is the point? Obviously, you want to run from your own because, you know, you found out that you're a fucking convert. Fucking Khazar-related bastard. And you know what? Listen, family, he had the nerve to come back and click on the link. Seriously, I had him waiting here the whole fucking time for like 10 minutes. I'm telling you, man, this guy, dude, you have a problem, bro. Like, you have an infatuation with his channel. Let's go.
These people. I can go back 8 generations on any side and tell you exactly who those. I have the understanding of who my people are, who my people were. We are not gone. But I have you Hebrew Israelites who are trying to tell me.
I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite.
Anyone, Mormons, whomever. Take your pick. But y'all know better than I do because I have grew up and I lived this culture. I am this culture. This is who I am. This is
about you natives, bro. You motherfuckers grew up around white people. What culture do you have? The boom, boom, ba, ba, boom, boom, hey, oh, hey, oh. That's it? The dancing, boom, boom. Where do you get the fringes from? How do you explain that? And by the way, I can show you a book way back in the time of Pocahontas where our people were eating grasshoppers. The only nation in the world that does that shit. Explain that to us. How is it? Is that a coincidence? Let me guess.
Who my family is. My name is Phil Fox, but you know what my name actually is? My name is Mahagadesh. That is my name. That's the name that I carry. That's the name that was given to me by my grandfather. That name translates into English into defeats the enemy. That's who I am. I understand the language. I know the language, and I've seen the language, and I've also studied Hebrew. In most of the languages that you're coincidentally, guess what? There are words that match with words that are they're similar in Arabic, and they're similar in all kinds of different languages throughout the world. So coincidence does not prove.
He just admitted. Hold on.
Your point, my brother.
Oh, well, if some words are Aramaic and they have similarities, you know, that's just a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. Do you want to know why nothing is a coincidence? Because it doesn't work like that. Everything is done for a purpose. Everything is purposeful. Let me show you something real quick. Let me show you this real quick. This is from Jews, God, and History, okay? This man wrote this book. One of the best sellers for them. These guys keep track of their history, okay? They keep track of their history. They don't go around bullshitting shit. They need to keep track of their history so they can remind themselves, not remind you. Here they admitted themselves. These are the people in power, by the way. These are your elitists. These are the people that these North American patriots are complaining about. Here's what they wrote about us as a footnote to history. We must record the fact that the Indians of the Caribbean island, where the flotilla first landed, meaning in Cuba, were greeted in Hebrew and Arabic or Aramaic, by one of Luis de Torres, a Jewish interpreter who brought the flagship. He said, let me remind you, he's like, even though we have some similarities in some Aramaic words, it doesn't make it a coincidence.
I understand the language. I know the language, and I've seen the language, and I've also studied Hebrew. In most of the languages that you're coincidentally, guess what? There are words that match with words that they're similar in Arabic, and they're similar in all kinds of different languages.
Similar in Arabic. Okay, watch this. Let me show you something. See, a long time ago, I found this, right? And I was kind of wondering, like, what the fuck? Let me see if I can find it. Is this it? Mm-hmm. Give me a moment. Let me look for it. Oh, this was a thumbnail. Where is it at? Mexico, Ecuador, Syria. Oh, shoot. I just remembered. Check this out. This is from the brother that had this channel a long time ago. Look what he found. Okay? And again, we're just here to show y'all, bro, and you confirm it. You confirm it. I'm not forcing anybody to fucking believe anything. Yeah, bro, like, these stupid, dude. Hey, by the way, Samuel, you want to come back? You can come back, bro. I got somebody that wants to talk to you. So go ahead and hit the link again. I got someone that wants to talk to you. I'll sit back because you can't handle me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I know that this brother right here would love to fucking talk to you. This says here right here, con razón Cristóbal Colón en su primer viaje a América trajo un intérprete llamado Luis de Torres. Similitud entre el náhuatl y el árabe o aramea. Nahua, nombre náhuatl para un grupo de indígenas de México, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras y Nicaragua. Nahua, nombre árabe de una ciudad en Siria, donde residía una comunidad judía en la época romana y bizantina. El árabe es un lenguaje semético, así como el hebreo y el arameo. Los árabes se consideran descendientes de Ismael, hijos de Abraham. What did he say again?
This culture. This is who I am. This is who my family is. My name is Phil Fox, but you know what my name actually is? My name is Ma'ihagadesh. That is my name. That's the name that I carry. That's the name that was given to me by my grandfather. That name translates into English into defeats the enemy. That's who I am. I understand the language. I know the language, and I've seen the language, and I've also studied Hebrew. In most of the languages that you're coincidentally, guess what? There are words that match with words that are they're similar in Arabic, and they're similar in all kinds of different languages throughout the world. So coincidence does not prove your point, my brother.
Does not prove my point, my brother. Okay, let me show you something. Let me see if you can understand this, Mr. fucking Dakota. What do you call this right here? So we know that in North Dakota, we have native brothers that would do this shit. We know that in Mexico, we had native brothers that would do this too. We also know that they did that too over there in India. And that's like recent pictures, but we have pictures from way back in the day where they're doing the same thing that the Dakota Indians are doing or the Mexica Indians are doing. Is that a coincidence? Oh, you're just going to call that a coincidence? Oh, it's just a coincidence, you know, it's just a coincidence. Mexica, Baal Baalam Akab. Like, there's more words, by the way. I have more words. I just never brought out that book thoroughly. Seriously? You got voladores in North Dakota. You got voladores in Mexico. You got voladores in India. And then you wonder why we have similarity with words. And then you guys embrace the fact that we migrated, but no, we're Siberians. There's no way you guys can be Hebrews. Absolutely no fucking way. No, of course not.
To try to equate these things and try to point to some of these books that have been debunked over and over and over and over again.
Your book can be debunked.
We did not. What book? Because we are.
The book you trying to use, the information you trying to move could be debunked.
Debunk it then. Because the article.
I will.
Debunk it, you fucking fat fuck. Here, I don't like motherfuckers like you. Because it's people like you that also stand in like the way of us even considering ourselves indigenous from these lands. Like, well, you can't go back to your tribe. Prove to like the guy like, well, you Mexica and like, what tribe are you from? There's so many similarities, but people don't want to see them. And that's the sad part, man. What was I going to show you guys? Nah, we already showed this. Once again, though.
Strong's H6117. Arcav.
Baalim Akab. But, I guess it's just coincidence.
If I could do something real quick.
For years. Go ahead, brother.
Brother Phil Fox, if I could do something real quick. Let me actually, by the way, let me actually show this on my screen. You guys can see this right here, right? Los Luna Stones. This is from Dr. Michael Heiser's website where he talks about the Los Luna Stones. And
that's the thing. Like, we don't even care about the Luna Stones. We can go to clothing, diet, tools to cook, folklore, pronunciations, names, similar apparitions, concept of a queen of heaven. We got beans, lentils we got carne asada, we got ceviche in the scriptures. They use the same griddle or kumal that we use. Millstones, they call it, or metates. The concept of farming. Ceviche is in the Bible. We don't care about the Luna Stones. Even if that mattered. I mean, I don't understand why it is so difficult for you guys to just see exactly what's in front of you. The similarity in sandals, the similarity in pottery, the similarity in basket weaving, the similarity in arrows. Reduced to 10%. Shit, man. What other nation of people go around asking for the Virgin Mary to fucking help them? Which other nation of people in this world worships the Virgin Mary more than anybody else? Jeremiah 44:15 talks about that. It says, then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto the other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt. And then Pathros and answered Jeremiah. Now, why does he mention Egypt? Because in Egypt they worshiped a queen of heaven. That's what they did. They made drink offerings to her. The queen of heaven made cakes of unleavened bread. Judites worshiped the abomination. The queen of heaven, the virgin mother of a immortal son that you learned from the land of Egypt. Who else does that this day? Who crawls on their knees worshiping this queen of heaven? I'll show you who. The children gather wood, Jeremiah 7:18, sorry. The children gather wood, the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the queen of heaven, la reina de los cielos. To pour out drink offerings unto her, unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. Who does that? Even the way that you worship your idols. Tamales are in the Bible. Jesus Christ, bro. Like, do I gotta go that far? Posadas are in the scriptures. La Llorona is in the Bible. The instruments that we use, cactus is in the Bible, for God's sakes, bro. But no, we have simpletons that say, well, you know what, bro? You know, the Mormon book says you guys are not Israelites. Fucking cares about the Mormon book?
Talks about how this is also considered kind of like the claim that's made for it is a fraudulent inscription. Indeed, Mormons would seem to benefit the most ideologically speaking from the authenticated Hebraic inscriptions. But in 1953, I found out a group of 5 archaeologists from Brigham Young University in Utah made the trip to Mystery Stone and found themselves unconvinced. Among them was John Sorson, who wrote a letter to the editor of the Mormon Sunstone Review in the 1980s, stating that though the scientists were, quote, quite thrilled at first sight, he notes that, quote, the surrounding petroglyphs were heavily patinated, whereas none of the carvings on the Phoenician stone were thus darkened. Welby Ricks, another of the Mormon archaeologists, concluded finally in the 15th Annual Symposium on the Archaeology of the Scriptures at BYU that, quote, the 10 Commandment stone found near Los Luna, New Mexico is a fraud and his descendants if they pre-exist him in a completely different people from him.
That's because the story you believe. It's not the story that I know. That's where we come into conflict.
But I'm telling you that the story that we tell.
You going off of people in the 1900s, in the 1900s.
No, my ancestors.
All your research come from the 1900s.
No, the stories that we know that have been passed down from.
No, your review evidence come from the 1900s. It don't come from antiquity.
Regardless. What I'm telling you, I am telling you. That's
you saying to me. You ain't telling me a damn thing. You saying to me.
Wait.
Yeah, you saying to me.
Whoa. Why you gotta cuss, man? Bro. I mean, why you gotta be?
But because you say you.
Oh, well, you gotta cuss, bro. Bro, stop it, man. Just stop. You see, when you question men's mind and shit, and then all of a sudden they want to cuss, he's not insulting you, dude. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say "fuck you, bastard." He didn't say none of that. I wonder how they would have dealt with somebody with like for example, not even like somebody like me, just anybody that would have brought up all these examples: cilantro, fringes, millstones, matete, kumal, grasshoppers, you know, carne asada, masa, unleavened bread, corn, beans, lentils, ceviche, cucumbers, garlic, concept of farming, the apparitions that the Maccabees talked about, that our people saw in the skies as well. The concept of the weeping woman, how it relates to the Llorona, the relationship with Chapulines, right? The turkey peacock concept, the land of Ophir, Arsareth. I guess none of these things matter. Because when you show them with history and scriptures, they just, you know, they want to go back to Christianity. What? Dude, it's just so crazy, bro. Two powerful, which I don't agree with one of them, but two powerful things that identify you. Grasshoppers and worshiping the Queen of Heaven. Because that's what the Israelites were about. Corn, grasshoppers, and unfortunately, going back to the Queen of Heaven. That's you, indigenous brothers and sisters. The sad part is that even though we provide this information for you, it's still not good enough. Again, what is it? What is the deal? Are you really in love with the other nations? Like, are they that fucking meaningful to you? Seriously? They matter that much more than your own gente? Like, for real? I can't believe they fucking closed the server, bro. That's sad. The words of Jesus, original Aramaic, and Google books. Do they have it? No. No, they got rid of that book. That's fucking crazy. Hold on, maybe it's here. What? Hold on, family. Hold on. Yeah, they wouldn't do it. Let's continue.
Telling me something. You can't tell me nothing.
I am telling you because I.
No, you saying you making a statement. You making a statement.
Because
yeah, you making a statement.
No, I have
you can't never tell me nothing.
Wait, just so I can get a little bit of order for the gentleman here.
With my elders for hundreds, if not thousands of hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
brother right here, this is important you hear this. This brother is Native American. Ahmet Yahoo, you are not Native American.
He is the primary source. And you're going to tell me?
He is the. Oh, so this is where we go with, fam. So if I come at them, what are they going to say to me? Oh, you're just a Mexican? You're just a Mexican. Right. Even though he admitted Semitic similarities in languages, just because we have some similar pronunciations in Arabic, that doesn't make it right. I study Hebrew, which basically he sees the connections. But like every typical dumb fucking native and stupid fucking Mexicans, you guys do not ever feel like you have that privilege. Y'all are so crab-like mentally that you just don't want to take it. Like, yeah, God loves me. And when we say prefers you, you take it like, oh, but we can't diss the other nations. Tell that shit to your kids when they call them beaners. Oh, that's right. Your kids don't look raza, they look white. So they don't experience that. I had to explain that to my kids when they would call them beaners and shit. Or wetbacks. See, my kids don't look white like your kids. Maybe that's the problem with people like you.
Primary source, bro.
Well, my last name ain't Fox. You know what I'm saying? Philip Fox sounds like a white guy.
Exactly.
He ain't the primary.
I'm gonna show BK. Hold on.
He ain't the primary. He might be to you.
Yeah. So check it out. So perfect timing. You're talking about these stones, right? This is from Civilizations Lost and Found, Fabricating History, right? It says here, there were rabbis who could indeed read the inscription. Abraham Geiger, a highly respected German rabbi and scholar of Hebrew, concluded in July 27, 1860, New York Times, that the Decalogue stone inscription was, quote, the bungling work of an unskilled stonemason, and the strangeness of some letters as well as the many mistakes and transpositions was his fault. The letters are not antique. This is not a relic of hoary antiquity. This was debunked 1860, bro. 1860.
Still using it today.
He uses it. But I present these things to you and you guys can't debunk it. I show you where the MESHIACHA meaning comes from. English and in Spanish. I show you where Jacob, I show you where unleavened bread, I show you all these things, but that doesn't matter. I'll show you the apparitions, I'll show you the weeping woman, fringes, comal. What else did we go through? Sandals, weaving baskets, instruments. And you can debunk this. Yeah, this is simple. It's just simple to debunk.
It says here, the cross offered his opinion that the Decalogue stone was a grotesque forgery that could not be taken seriously. It wasn't even a good forgery, bro.
Who is the source of this information? Is it a Christian? Is it a Christian? They gave the source of this information.
It's right here. Frank Cross, Harvard University professor of Near Eastern language. I'm answering you, bro. I'm answering you. You want to know who said it, right? It says right here. Frank Moore Cross, Harvard University professor of Near Eastern languages. Do you have a doctorate in Near Eastern languages?
Wait, I gotta say, the wicked flee when no man pursue it. I had to say it, man.
Oh, he bounced? He bounced, man.
Yeah,
he bounced.
So next time you guys want to show up to this channel and talk about your Christmas Christian bullshit, don't go around asking me like, okay, so where do you stand on? So what are you doing? So what do you believe in? Like you never fucking listen to this channel, you dumbass, bro. That's why I don't have no respect for you. Because you're fucking dumb. You show up like as if you don't know me. And you never watched the channel, and now you're trying to act like, oh, I don't understand. Hey, look what he says. You're a simple insurance scam artist. You can't scam people with the insurance that I do. There's no, pyramid scheme shit. I do commercial insurance. I actually help business owners get their fucking business in order. That's what I do. I actually do something important. You get what I mean? I don't join the Border Patrol. I don't join the Border Patrol because I want to get paid. And then after a few years, I feel so bad for seeing my people. Shut the fuck up, bro. You joined the Border Patrol, bro, to get paid. You are ICE, my friend. Here coming to this channel, trying to defend your shit. Trying to defend Jesus, the white guy. Get your ass out of here, ICE. Samuel, you're an ICE agent, bro. Why don't you stop lying? Why don't you tell the people that you did that shit? Why don't you come back on this link and tell them, yes, I was ICE. And I was in jail, and I was a correctional officer, making sure that these motherfuckers didn't get nothing to eat. Making sure that I treated them like shit. Oh, but I stood up to them. You still got paid, fool. You got paid by the white man. And he paid you handsomely to see your people in destruction. He paid you handsomely to enjoy that shit. Now you want to sit here and act like, oh, I regret it. You should have never signed up to it. Just like we keep seeing you. You should have never done that. You should have never done that. You should have never done that. But apparently, we keep telling you, you should not do that, and yet you still do it. Talk about me being fake. Shit.
You made him get his flea on, man. Why you make him get his flea on? No.
You know how I am with these slides, man. I'm surgical with this, man.
You are surgical. Where'd you get that from?
That's my man right there. That is my man right there. Man,
I'm surgical with this, bro.
Me and BK, man, we known as the Shenana twins.
Look how he talks. Look how he talks.
Baby, that's my man right there.
I'm not. God, it's so fucking pathetic, bro. It's just so sad and simple and shit. Yeah, let's give him another few minutes and then we out.
In fact, these slides I'm showing is a show I did with Phil.
Yep.
This is from a show I did with Phil, bro.
Hey, I'm glad that the family's here today, man. I love y'all brothers, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. I love y'all brothers, man. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. Man, I can't believe that this man was actually sitting here trying to argue against somebody who is Native American. You are the people that he is trying to make an argument for, and he's trying to tell you who you are when you're having to explain to him, brother, I am those people. Mm-hmm. I can tell you because I actually descend from the people that you're trying to make an argument.
Not only that, bro, he's from the res. He's from the reservation, bro. Mm-hmm. He's steeped in the culture. He grew up. He's like Bane. I grew up in it. Yeah. You merely use it. Mm-hmm. I am from it. He is.
I was born in it.
Yeah, I was born in it.
Oh, that's good, man.
But yo, I mean, since I'm already here, I mean, you know, let me do this.
Finish it up, fam.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Los Lunas Decalogue Stone, right? According to its supporters, it is a copy of the Decalogue, otherwise better known as the Ten Commandments of the Old Testament of the Christian Bible, written in Paleo Hebrew. Let me go down a little bit. It's between 500 and 2,000 years old. These tests consist of measuring the polish produced on the surface of the rock, wind-blown sand, the so-called desert varnish. However, the technique is highly suspect, and the wide range of dates suggested by it gives rise to considerable disquiet about its accuracy. Morehouse, a member of the Epigraphic Society, was able to compare the inscription with nearby graffiti of the 1930s and was able to confirm the inscription is older. Right? Here's the thing again. Here's the problem.
We don't, like, us personally, that shit don't matter to us. This is like, that's all you got, bro. Now you understand how they, like, supposedly debunked him? Because he's a Mormon believer and the Mormons said it. The Luna Stones and all this and that. And then they go and show the stupid gorilla butt plug Hebrew. And he's like, oh, Azteca is a Hebrew language. It's not. I mean, if you break it, but that's too much verbiage. You just go simple. But see, the moment they give you Mexica is that honor. What they have to say, that name, Mexica, is a Hebrew word. But it has an Aramaic, element to it as well, and a meaning behind it. If they would have done that, they would have given you Raza a lot of power. That's why they could not argue it, which is why they use Aztec. And the Khazar said, oh, well, that And he's like, well, I mean, I didn't use it today, so I just don't feel like it's relevant for you to use it today. Shut the fuck up, bro. You're like Samuel shit, bro. That's the white man in you.
Fair. The fact that you have somebody who is Native American telling you, no, this is incorrect. The fact that you have the information coming from academia, from scholarship, telling you, no, it is not there. This is a hoax. This is a fraudulent artifact.
Science and DNA, how come he doesn't do his DNA test? Because we have a lot of you indigenous, so-called Native Americans that you guys are practically white. We can't trust you motherfuckers either. It's the fact, man. What you want me to tell you? You want me to be nice. Because Christmas Christians want you to be nice.
This is not really Native American. Bro, it's like, no, you believe anything they tell you. I want to believe my own opinion. It's like, come on, man.
Meanwhile, the primary source is talking to you, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, I got family. I know family way back to where it was pre-European names. Like,
wait. So you got family from 1492 prior? For real? The fucking claims, bro. The ignorance of you motherfuckers, man. Anyways, all right. I think I'll keep it cool now. You know what I noticed? I noticed that people here, they like arguments. Like when I had this dude over here, there was like 17 people watching and shit. And we were like, he was like, damn, I don't know. It's just stupid, bro. Like you guys really like that. You guys like that shit. You guys like people arguing. Even though they can't prove a damn thing. Here, let me show you this video, man. I want to show you this video. I've been saving it for a while. We ain't doing no more bullshit. We ain't going back to no stupid-ass Christmas Christian dumb doctrine. Nor are we going to believe some stupid-ass fucking kid that likes to jack off in front of other dudes and shit. You're the last one I take advice from. Nasty, dirty bastard. The fucking nerve of you to come to this channel, bro, and act like you fucking know some shit. I know more about you than you know about yourself.
This week I got into a little bit of controversy unintentionally because I said something that I've been saying for years. It wasn't anything new, but I made the point, and I want to make it with you. One of the reasons that our nations are tied together is because it is upon the Jewish foundation that Christianity was formed, and upon the Jewish and Judeo-Christian foundation, Western civilization was formed, and without that, there would not be an America. It is as simple as that.
He's not lying. He's absolutely not lying. I'll show you why. Let me show you why. See, while you guys are going around here defending that New Testament, you're also helping these people. Because everybody in the New Testament claims that these are the real Jews. Everyone in the New Testament. Every single one of you. You're not, some of you are like, oh, they're not. Well, technically, you're admitting it. Because you're just a branch of Christianity. And they all believe this shit. Listen to this, man. This is what you're supporting.
Tensions flared at the UN as Israel's ambassador Danny Danon traded sharp words with the special representative for children and armed conflict, Vanessa Fraser.
Wait, I have to make a point of order. Because this is what the chair should be doing. You spoke, I make a point of order. They should not be personal. It should not be personal. You part of the bullying. I have a point of order. Shame on you. I have a point of order. You spoke, I will not walk out. You walk out. We have verified evidence. You part of this. This is a point of order. You part of this obsession. No personal attack.
The shouting erupted as Israel was blacklisted for sexual violence in war zones. Its first time on the UN's register. Yet, these findings are hardly new. Last year, UN human rights investigators concluded that Israel's use of sexual violence since October 2023 had become systematic.
Our report finds that Israel has increasingly employed sexual, reproductive and other forms of gender-based violence against Palestinians as part of a broader effort to undermine their right to self-determination. It also concludes that Israel has carried out genocidal acts through the systematic destruction of sexual and reproductive healthcare facilities.
This pattern is not confined to Gaza. In the occupied West Bank, Palestinian prisoners are routinely subjected to sexual abuse.
Christianity is defending this. Zionism is defending this. You're defending this. Every single one of you that pushes that New Testament fucking concept is defending this. They brought this ideology to us in 1492. Didn't change it one bit. Gave us a Christian compendium. Gave you the Virgin Mary, which is fucking fake and a lie. Now you worship a demon virgin, like a dead Virgin Mary? Now you don't even know who to worship. You worship a Jesus, a black one, a Mexican, a Korean, Mexican. Fuck. You're all over the place. You hate these people, but at the same time, you're showing them that fucking support because they are the ones that are feeding you with constant confusion. Yet if you don't know what I mean, I'm going to show you right now what I freaking mean. Let's continue.
They stripped me, beat me, and something was forced inside of me. The pain was unbearable. They laughed at me, they mocked me, one grabbed my genitalia. I screamed. Another whispered in Arabic, "Don't scream, be quiet."
Earlier this year, Israeli rights group B'Tselem exposed conditions faced by Palestinians inside Israeli prisons, including sexual violence, deliberate starvation, and denial of medical care. Many people know about these abuses, yet little is done. That lack of accountability is exactly why these crimes continue to be repeated. Bassam Bunenitiati World.
Didn't they get away with this shit in Christianity with the children? Look at this. I'm not going to stop. Y'all defending this shit. Disgusting bastards, bro. You love the other nations more than you love your own gente. You have no respect from anybody here.
So Donald Trump says, we didn't meet out of desperation. Iran did. They were finished. We'll play out the 60 days. They get no money, not 10 cents. Well, it got community noted. It says, per Article 6 of the Islamabad MOU, the U.S. committed to a $300 billion plus reconstruction plan for Iran, finalized within 60 days, contradicting no money, not 10 cents. I just wanted to highlight, just like give a little historical characterization of the information that we're seeing here, because
offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
These are the settlers. And she almost, I think her lip quivers and she almost starts crying as she says, they're offspring. I'm pretty sure that's true. That's what I was told.
To prevent them from creating more offspring.
These are the settlers in waiting, keen to start a new life, to annex Gaza for Israel. But what are the Palestinians who live in Gaza now?
I just think we need to kill them.
Her name is, look at this, you can't see it. Her name is Reshit. Reshit. You ever took a shit so bad that you had to reshit just to reset? Sometimes you have to reset by reshitting. Well, this is that person's name. She's Reshit Guella. Charming. It's such a charming name. What will we name this baby, Avram? I just took a shit, and now you just pooped out a baby. Let's call her Reshit. Reshit, I love it. It's a great name. Very good, yes. Surely she won't get made fun of at the kibbutz.
Every one of...
She is the shit of a shit. She is the Reshit. I just reshit my pants. Who just shit my pants? I believe it was Reshit. Have we milked this joke enough? Is it done?
That's it.
Speaking about more than 2 million Arabs, they will not stay there. We, Jews, will be in Gaza.
That sounds like ethnic cleansing.
That seems sociopathic. It sounds like murder and ethnic cleansing.
Will be in Gaza.
That's it.
Speaking about more than 2 million Arabs, they will not stay there. We, Jews, will be in Gaza.
That sounds like ethnic cleansing.
That seems sociopathic.
I can.
Doesn't it?
No, not at all. This is normal.
No, a single loaf of bread should go there.
This is very normal. No, this is.
You go and you do mass killing.
Thing that these Christian Zionists were thinking when they showed up to our lands. We have the promised land. We're going to take it. You guys are savages. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been treating you guys like Palestinians before Palestinians were treated like Palestinians. Way to remind you? Let me remind you. Mexicans have been treated like Palestinians before Palestinians even knew what the fuck that meant to be treated like Palestinians. Let me remind you.
Que es un criminal sionista, lo digo abiertamente, él apoyó a Trump y es íntimo de Netanyahu. Entonces, cuando llegó Netanyahu a Dallas, Texas, que había un grupo de judíos o israelíes, no sé cómo se diga ya eso, le decían, oye, ¿por qué persigues tanto a los palestinos? Y les dice, los palestinos son para nosotros los israelíes lo que los mexicanos son para ustedes en Estados Unidos. Entonces yo veo la palestinización de los mexicanos en Estados Unidos.
Con todos los componentes.
¿Cómo?
Con todos los componentes, porque primero Estados Unidos le roba el territorio a México, después le termina de construir un muro, después los ataques xenófobos y racistas por un componente étnico y religioso también. ¿Qué falta?
Bueno, falta el último capítulo. Vamos a empezar a ver, hay que tenerlo en el escenario, una gran discriminación sobre los mexicanos. Eso a mí me queda muy claro. Y Estados Unidos, porque aquí la pureza blanca del WASP, del racismo, supremacismo, es igual que la pureza inventada de los nuevos judíos del siglo XXI, que ni son semitas. Lo digo con responsabilidad. Hoy uno llega a Tel Aviv y el 25% habla ruso. Son de origen házaro. Los házaros, lo digo también con definiciones puntuales, son mongoles centroasiáticos. No son semitas. En Estados Unidos, que es un criminal...
I'm glad I showed that at that time. There's this channel that I watch. It's called Professor Dave. This dude is straight science. He's straight science, right?
The other thing that I find from
this is why, like, I don't talk about stuff that I don't know about. I've been watching him for like 6 months, off and on. But then the last 3 months, I've been listening to him a lot, right? And because he breaks down stuff. He explains it, and then he shows the sources. He doesn't just say shit. Like, that's what I like about people. When you explain some stuff and you show me the sources, regardless of what it is, whether it's a video or some concept. Like, this motherfucker showed up, why are you showing other people's videos? Do you not realize that other people on YouTube do the same shit? Well, I don't have a channel. Well, I don't give a fuck if you do or not. Then why are you here? Well, I don't know what you're teaching. Then why are you arguing with me? Because I want to argue. Okay, now it sounds good. Since I'm debunking your New Testament, show me where I'm wrong. Well, do you believe in the New Testament? Oh, fucking shit. I'm debunking it. Obviously, I fucking don't. So I'm asking you to prove me wrong. Maybe you might make me believe. Oh, but no. You see, because you have no argument. You just want to call and talk. Like you want to do with everybody else in your little chats. You just want to talk. You like want to talk to men, bro. Like, why don't you talk to your fucking drunk wife and spend some time with her? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm telling you, man. I feel sorry for your sons. Let's continue. This is why I like, by the way, let me go back to this. This is why I like this brother, bro. Because he breaks it down and he's like, listen, man, I fucking love it. Not even on the scientific level, these fuckers are getting checked.
About me?
You know, the other thing that I find from the other side of the spectrum of people, you know, there are people on both extremes that are...
Guys sound like anything like Middle Eastern. No, he sounds like a fucking German, right? Okay, sounds good. Watch this.
Really unreasonable, and I get attacked by both of them. So another one claims that my analysis is a fraud. And the guy who claims that defines himself as a professor. He is calling himself on his YouTube channel, Professor Dave. Now, this guy doesn't even have a PhD, not to speak about the fact that he never held a professorship in his life. And then he puts a viral YouTube video to make money in which he makes anti-Semitic claims and distortions of the way I do my science, just to be sufficiently provocative to attract
Said he's making anti-Semitic claims. Now I listen to Professor Dave, bro. He didn't make nothing like, oh, you're lying because you're a Jew. He did not say anything like that. But this is their excuse. And it's the same excuse that Christmas Christians give us. You're attacking me because you don't believe in Jesus. Isn't that the same? Well, you must be a demon.
Attention.
Some pretty bold accusations there, Avi. Which distortions are you referring to exactly? I can't help but notice that you didn't actually say anything. Did you want to tell me where I'm wrong literally anywhere in either video? No, that seems pretty convenient. Then, quite predictably, the whining about the name of my YouTube channel. It doesn't matter that I did in fact teach at a university, but referencing my credentials isn't really an argument either. Now is it, Avi? This pathetic cop-out just makes it quite a bit more embarrassing for you, since a generalist like myself was able to reference a big stack of primary literature from researchers who are actual experts on these phenomena and use them to prove conclusively that you're a lying fraud. And I even collaborated with some of those experts to make my content, including several who are much more qualified than you to speak on these topics, since they've been publishing about them in real journals for decades. So you really have to make up your mind here. If I were an esteemed professor of astronomy, you'd be flipping out all the same, just with a different script. So are credentials and experience good or bad? Is it the overqualified ivory tower elites who are coming to get you, or is it the unqualified YouTubers? Oh, I forgot. Literally everyone in the world is out to get you, right, Avi?
Hey, everyone.
Darn anti-Semitism strikes again. This is, quite predictably, the most pathetic and indefensible accusation you made about me, though it's one I'm quite used to given your ideological affiliations and my track record of shitting all over genocide-supporting Zionist assholes. Are you really implying that anyone who is Jewish can lie about science as much as they want, and if anyone exposes those lies, they're automatically an anti-Semite? So exposing lies qualifies as anti-Semitism now. Not even you can keep a straight face on that one, Avi. Furthermore, what's funniest about this tired angle...
He brought out...
That's gonna hurt!
Look at this, listen.
Is that you and all your piece of shit Zionist cronies are not Semites. Ashkenazi and Sephardic Jews like you and Bibi and all the rest are European. You literally are not a Semite, while Palestinians are Semites. Therefore, Zionists are, in reality, anti-Semitic. Uh-oh, looks like you're gonna have to be chased off the Harvard campus with torches and pitchforks, Avi. Deport the anti-Semite. The campaign to stop anti-Semitism has spoken. Anything else?
And my...
I love it, dog. Matter of fact, you know what we're going to do? We're going to change gears real quick. Let me just play this a little bit more, and then we're going to change gears, because I want to show you something.
You go and you do mass killing of wicked people. After the actions follows the heart. When you kill the first one, it breaks your heart. Second one, a little bit less. Third one, a little bit less. At one point, you begin to like it. You go and you...
At one point, you begin to like it, he says. At first, you have a bit of self-reflection, maybe a vague feeling of sympathy and regret and remorse. But by the end, once you're on to your fifth baby, you actually enjoy it there.
You do mass killing of wicked people.
I love the soundtrack to it as well.
After the actions follows the heart. When you kill
After the actions follows the heart. After you're done with all the wicked shit, then your heart opens up and you become very compassionate.
First one, it breaks your heart. Second one, a little bit less. Third one, a little bit less. At one point, you begin to like it. You go and you do mass.
You know, you kill one baby, you kill two babies, you kill three, eventually you kind of like it. You know, so you just kind of go. Christmas Christians. Yeah, you know, they rape, they deport, you know, illegals. I mean, this is America. I'm kind of white. I married a white woman. My kids are white. They look white. White people like them. They don't get segregated. They don't get, like any kind of racism towards them because they look kind of white. So it's like, it's not their fault. The smell of fucking hypocrisy. It's just so good. I enjoy it, to be honest with you. Now, look, listen. I told you I was going to share this video with about this brother right here, man. Is one of the only scientific, one of the only people I listen to that speaks science. Okay, and why? Because first of all, he's knowledgeable, gets to the point, doesn't waste time, doesn't fucking have emotions behind him. He brings facts, and he doesn't give a shit. Here, we're not going to listen to the whole thing, okay? I'm going to give you guys like maybe 30, 40 minutes. But here he's debunking that fucking Atlantis bullshit. So any one of you dumbasses that still believe in that Atlantis concept, more likely you're teaching that New Testament too. So I welcome anybody that teaches Atlantis is here, or anybody that believes Jesus is real. You guys can show up. Just don't be like that little dude over here that showed up earlier, bro. Like, don't be that guy. Show up with your camera, show your face, be bold. We can talk about it. Have a good conversation. I just don't like fake-ass fuckers that, oh, well, so what do you teach? So what is your channel about? Shut the fuck up, bro. You've known my channel for like 2-3 fucking years. That's why the people that know of you look at you like a fucking joke. Let's listen into this. Here is this man debunking Hancock. Supposedly, you know, the man that questioned our people. Supposedly, this is Atlantis, all that bullshit. Let's listen in and look how this man debunks, destroys all of you fucking dumbasses. Because guess what? You guys do Diodorus Siculus and shit. Oh, look, Diodorus Siculus talked about like another land, but you never actually get in detail to what Diodorus Siculus said. Well, guess what? That same guy that you referenced, Diodorus Siculus, he talked about a guy named Dionysius, who is basically like Jesus, prior to Jesus being around. I'm glad he used him, because that's how I got you. And probably that's why you don't want to debate me, because you know you got a lot of holes with me, bro. Let's go, bro. Time to listen to this man.
Hey everyone, as you are well aware, I enjoy debunking pseudoscience and charlatans of all varieties, and one area I have yet to tackle is pseudo-archaeology. What is that, you ask, and who's peddling it? Well, a number of people lately, so let's dig into it. Most people know what archaeology is. It's the study of human history through its material remains. We dig up ancient cities and learn about our past through the structures and artifacts we find. This is science, and archaeologists are scientists who follow a rigid empirical methodology, as is explained in great detail over in my archaeology series, which is part of a larger series on anthropology. But just as with every other area of science, there are those who bastardize this field to gain notoriety and make a buck. Physics has its electric universe cranks who make pseudo-documentaries for Gaia. Nutrition has its healers and supplement peddlers who direct their gullible targets towards their endless array of useless or even harmful products. Archaeology is no different. Charlatans in this realm peddle fabricated tales and pure whimsy as a challenge to real science, and it is a narrative that has grown increasingly popular over the past few decades. There was a time when pseudo-archaeology was limited to ancient aliens on the History Channel. That's right, the guy with the crazy hair we all laughed at. His name is Georgios Sokolos. He was silly, and the show was silly. Atlantis, aliens built the pyramids, all of the classic nonsense, some of which we talked about when debunking Billy Carson. Most of us simply marveled at how the History Channel had sacrificed its integrity to promote sensationalist filth, and went on our merry way. But sadly, this type of content has slowly gained enough popularity to weasel its way out of the fringe and into the mainstream, primarily.
This is why it's important for me to show you this aspect of what because we deal with this shit. See, these are the Cracker Barrel motherfuckers that showed up with their like, remember this guy, this fucking dude, bro. Oh my God, yeah, even like my wife even.
Thanks.
My wife every now and then watches this guy's fucking show, dude. This fucking dude, bro. Well, you know, the aliens, they came and built the pyramids. These are white people coming to our continent, telling us who we are. But yet these fucking white people can't come and tell us who the fuck they are. No, they don't tell us. Do white people tell you who they are? No, they say they're white. They say they're Europeans. But hold on, go back. Since you're so involved in the Bible, who the fuck are you in the Bible? And you see, when you start looking at them, they're Odin, Valhalla, worshiping a wooden Gatter, cause chaos, the deity of the Edomites. That's why they hide that from you. They want to tell you who you are. They want to tell us who we are. They want to tell blacks who they are. They want to fucking break down Asians, where they come from. But do you ever see white people explaining who the fuck they are? Where the fuck they come from? They give you Viking bullshit. They give you some Christian dumbass Greco-Roman shit, but they don't go deep into who the fuck they are. No, they want to do that to us.
He was silly, and the show was silly. Atlantis, aliens built the pyramids, all of the classic nonsense.
This is why I think it's so fucking dumb. Oh, by the way, I should have played this before. No. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm not jumping back and forth. I just don't want to forget this, okay? I should have played this before because I had that in my mind, and I just didn't follow through with it. So I'm going to play this video for y'all because I also thought about this shit. I also showed you guys how culomeados, curomeo, wabos, all them fucking dumbass piece of shit, like believers that supposedly negros were here. We're seeing the World Cup, family. We're seeing the World Cup, and we're seeing African motherfuckers from Ghana, from Senegal, from Cabo Verde, from South Africa. We're seeing these negros, and they look just like these Negroes over here in America.
That's gonna hurt!
And they try to say they're natives. Nah.
Fuck that puto! Fuck that puto!
The World Cup is teaching us that we should say total fucking bullshit. Now, I'm gonna play this for y'all, and then I'm gonna go back to that video, because guess what? Even people from the Middle East know about this history. I'm telling you, you guys are gonna appreciate it, okay? I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. And he's talking about how they lie to us. These Europeans, I tell you, man, hey, culomeados, fuck you and your mama, bitch. Because you have a lot to do with the bullshit that these fucking wobbles ran into, bro. Do I blame them? Yeah, I blame them too. But you want to know something, bro? One of these fucking days, you will get it. You will totally get it, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, man. I'm telling you right now, family. Listen to this real quick. Shout out.
Before California existed, this land had a name. A real name. Given by real people. And they erased it completely.
They took the land.
And they took the name.
When you erase a name,
you erase a people. This is what they never taught you in school. California was never the original name.
They lied to you.
The Olón people named this land long before Spain arrived.
They lied to you.
A Spanish fantasy novel gave this state its name.
They lied to you.
The real name was buried under 300 years of colonialism.
There, Las Sargas de Esplandian. I did a class on this, specifically debunking Julio motherfucking stinky ass miado, that stupid ass skinny little boy that went around teaching wobbles some bullshit, aka Curomeo. I debunked his ass. I called his skinny ass out so many fucking times. That bitch runs from me. A lot of people do, by the way, in case you don't know this. And I was breaking this shit down. That shit is fake. You know what, dude? And I tell you what, bro, and oh man, I can't believe you did this, bro. Jose Vega, you went with this too. Jose Vega, you believe this is Atlantis, and this is how you're gonna get debunked as well, bro. I can't. I gave you the space, man. I thought maybe you could see some shit, but nah, bro. You use straight up fucking Negro wobble concept. So now I kind of wonder about you now.
Colonial rule. Before any European set foot on this land, the territory now called California was home to over 100 distinct indigenous nations. The Olón, the Miwok, the Yokuts, the Chumash, the Tonga, and the Mojave people all lived across this land for over 10,000 years. Each nation had its own name for its own territory. The Olón called their coastal homeland Huchun, the Tonga people called their southern territory Tavanga, meaning the basin of the world. The Chumash referred to their region along the central coast as MESHIACHA, Snow, and Southern. Names tied directly to the land, the water, and the life that existed there. These were not casual labels. These names were spiritual identities. They described the geography, the resources, and the sacred relationship between the people and the earth. There was no single name for the entire region because it was never one place. It was hundreds of nations, each sovereign, each name, each populated by millions of people across thousands of years of documented civilization.
They took the land.
Then they took the name.
When you erase the name,
You erase the people. This is what they never taught you in school.
they lied to you. California was never the original name. They lied to you. The old people named this land long before Spain arrived. They lied to you. A Spanish fantasy novel gave this state its name. They lied to you. The real name was buried under 300 years of colonial
In 1510, a Spanish writer named Garcia Rodriguez de Montalvo published a fantasy novel called Las Surgas de Esplandian. In that fictional story, he described
What? Fictional story. A fucking fictional story. Colomiados. You and your fictional mama. So, you know what? You're not our people. So I can't say you sold our people out. But I'm glad you did what you did. Because you woke people like me up. I paid attention and I was like, what? Fuck you. You're wrong. So now I'm coming after you. And guess what? This is Iran. Iran is calling you motherfuckers out. Hey, Jose Vega, you better pay attention, bro, because you believing in this shit.
writer named Garcia Rodriguez de Montalvo published a fantasy novel called Las Surgas de Esplandian. In that fictional story, he described an imaginary island called California, ruled by a black queen named Calafia, rich in gold and populated by black women warriors. This island did not exist. It was complete fiction. When Spanish
That's gonna hurt!
Here, for y'all motherfuckers, bro.
Payday. You want payday.
They want payday,
I know that.
bro. They want payday, dog. You see this right here? Let me show you guys once more, bro. This is Iran. This is Iran saying thank you to the raza. This is Iran saying, yo, wake up, raza. This is Iran saying to you motherfuckers, yo, listen, bro. We have a relation. You're not from Siberia, motherfuckers. Y'all Hebrews, Semitic bloodline, powerful fucking voice, and wonderful people that love your kids. Like, people show up, like the guy that showed up, like, oh, you hate your wife, he thinks like I have a horrible home. What else can he assume? Because that's what white people do. That's white mentality. You see, like, he lives with a white woman. So he assumes, like every white person, oh, he's probably a Mexican dude that treats his wife wrong and doesn't raise his kids right. I told you, he's a fucking crab. Or is he really raza? Nah, he's not, fam. He's in love with the white pussy. And that's what he's trying to teach you. Forget about your heritage. Forget about all that stuff that they told us. You know what? They lied to us. Don't worry about it. Christian Compendium, it's okay. Rape, slaughter, murder. Jesus is great. Fuck you. I ain't going back to that.
Imaginary island called California, ruled by a black queen named Calafia, rich in gold and populated by black women warriors. This island did not exist. It was complete fiction. When Spanish explorer Hernan Cortez sailed up the Baja Peninsula in 1535, he or members of his expedition applied that fictional name to the land. They named the real indigenous territory after a made-up island from a novel. In 1697, Spain formally claimed the region under this fictional name. In 1848, the United States seized California from Mexico through the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. Following the Mexican-American War in 1850, California became the 31st state under a name rooted in Spanish colonial fiction. By 1870, the indigenous population had collapsed from an estimated 300,000 people to fewer than 30,000 due to Spanish mission slavery, American-era genocide, forced labor, and mass killing campaigns funded by the California state government. Hoochie Mishops know.
These were the real names.
California came
from a novel, a fiction.
From a novel, a colonial fantasy. The people were real. The name they were given was not.
In 1851, the United States government
Signed 18 treaties,
with California indigenous nations.
promising them land reservations,
The Senate secretly buried all 18 treaties.
and never ratified a single one.
Those treaties were hidden and classified.
Senate files for 53 years.
The indigenous nations,
Who signed them received nothing.
their land was taken,
Their names were replaced,
and the documents that prove their rights
were locked away from the public.
until 1905.
This was not an accident. This was a policy of deliberate erasure. The land you call California has a history that is over 10,000 years old. The name California is 500 years old and came from a fiction novel. Do not let them
Define the land with their imagination.
look up to Vanguard.
Look up the Ohlone Nation.
Look up the Ohlone Nation.
Look up the 18
Unratified treaties,
of 1851.
The
truth is documented.
They just never told you where to find it. The first lyric.
You brothers, I was going to play this video and then I'm going to play the actual class, continuing to the brother Professor Dave debunking Atlantis, stupid ass Hancocks, all that Olmec bullshit. Stick around, man. Y'all don't want to miss it. Unless you want to be a Christmas Christian and shit, then maybe. Unless you want Sammy to come back and teach you guys some stuff. He's no different than that brother we used to have here called what's his name? Chicloso Mugroso. Chicloso Mugroso. El Oso, that was his name. El Oso. Oso Mugroso was his name. I hope he's doing well, man. Because you know what I mean? I didn't hate that brother. But he's like, that dude did not even look kind of like Raza and shit. And he was saying he looked totally black. Like, wow. And I don't mean he looked black at all, bro. Like,
First told you how the name was stolen. Now hear what happened to the people after the stealing was complete.
the country from across the country telling you what the fuck's going on. They even knew about the Esplendian and bullshit because that was a story that came from the Arabic nations when they were ruling Spain. That's how come they know about it. Wake up, men colomeados, colomeo. Fuck you and your mama.
Erasing the name was only the beginning. What came after the renaming was far worse. This is the part of the story they never finished telling you.
They lied to you.
The missions were not built to help the indigenous people.
They lied to you.
The California Gold Rush was built on indigenous forced labor and mass murder. They lied to you. The first governor of California publicly called for the extermination of indigenous people. Between 1769 and 1833, Spain built 21 Catholic missions across California. History books present these missions as peaceful religious settlements. That is false indigenous people were forcibly relocated into these missions, stripped of their languages, their ceremonies, and their tribal identities. They were made to work without pay under physical punishment. Death rates inside the missions were catastrophic. Over 60,000 indigenous people died inside California missions from disease, violence, malnutrition, and abuse. When Mexico secularized the missions in 1833, the land was not returned to indigenous nations. It was distributed among wealthy Mexican ranchers. Instead,
In 1850,
Peter Hardman Burnett, the first American governor of California, stood before the state legislature and declared that a war of extermination would continue to be fought against indigenous people until the indigenous race became extinct. These were not private words. This was an official government address. The state of California then funded and reimbursed militias to carry out organized massacres of indigenous communities across the state. Between 1848 and 1870, the indigenous population of California dropped from approximately 100,000 to 30,000 scholars today, formally classified this period as the California Genocide. They renamed the land, then they destroyed the people who gave it its real name. The missions, the gold rush, the state-funded militia.
I want you to understand how heavy that point is. Okay? I want you to understand how heavy this point is. This is a nation from afar that is telling you people, brothers and sisters, bro, I want to play it again, to be honest with you. Listen to this real quick. Khalifa, and I've done a class on this shit. Khalifa or Califia is the fictional queen of the islands of California, first introduced in 16th century poet Garcia Rodriguez de Montalvo, which is a fucking Jew, Sephardic piece of shit bastard, in his epic novel, Chivalry. Las Sergas de Esplandian, cabrón.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
Oh, but we got negros like, oh, look at this is Khalifa, the black woman. Shut the fuck up, Wabo. This is why I don't like you motherfuckers. This is why I don't like motherfuckers that believe these motherfuckers. It's like, you guys must be weak-minded not to even fucking read. Like, if you read this shit, you wouldn't question yourselves. Here's where it gets even more interesting. In the novel, La Novela, which is fake, Califia is a pagan warrior queen who ruled over a kingdom of black women living in the islands of California, an island of the coast of Asia. But hold on, watch this. The name Calafia was likely formed from an Arabic word. Semitic language. Arabic, Khalifa, religious state leader that is known as a caliph in English or Khalifa in Spanish. Do you understand now? Do you understand now what he's saying? Do you understand now what he's talking about? Let me go back to it again.
The name California is 500 years old and came from a fiction novel. Do not let them
define the land with their imagination.
Look up to Vanguard.
Look up the Ohlone Nation.
Look up the Ohlone Nation.
Look up the 18
unratified treaties
of 1851. The truth is documented.
They just never told you where to find it. The first lyrics told you how the name was stolen. Now hear what happened to the people after the stealing was complete. Erasing the name was only the beginning. What came after the renaming was far worse. This is the part of the story they never finished telling you.
They lied to you.
The missions were not built to help the indigenous people.
They lied to you.
The California Gold Rush was built on indigenous forced labor and mass murder. They lied to you. The first governor of California publicly called for the extermination of indigenous people. Between 1769 and 1833, Spain built 21 Catholic missions across California history books. Present these missions as peaceful religious settlements. That is false indigenous people were forcibly relocated into these missions, stripped of their languages, their ceremonies, and their tribal identities. They were made to work without pay under physical punishment. Death rates inside the missions were catastrophic. Over 60,000 indigenous people died inside California missions from disease, violence, malnutrition, and abuse. When Mexico secularized the missions in 1833, the land was not returned to indigenous nations. It was distributed among wealthy Mexican ranchers. Instead,
In 1850,
Peter Hardman Burnett, the first American governor of California, stood before the state legislature and declared that a war of extermination would continue to be fought against indigenous people until the indigenous race became extinct. These were not private words. This was an official government address. The state of California then funded and reimbursed militias to carry out organized massacres of indigenous communities across the state. Between 1848 and 1870, the indigenous population of California dropped from approximately 100,000 to 30,000 scholars today formally classify this period as the California Genocide. They renamed the land. Then they destroyed the people who gave it its real name. The missions. The gold rush. The state-funded militias. All of it is documented history. Look up the California Genocide. Look up Governor Burnett's 1850 address. Look up the mission. Des Records. 400 years of erasure does not change what this land was called or who called it first.
Let's get the picture. Now we're gonna continue to debunk this bullshit, bro. Let's go back to this man, because I told y'all, bro, this is why I like this brother. He debunks shit with facts. He brings sources and he puts people in check. We're only gonna look a few minutes ahead, okay? Maybe around here and shit. I am looking for another video which I think I should show y'all, but it's regarding the El Mas Puto fucking culo miados and shit. And I wanna show you guys Esplendía. Let's see. You know what, dude? I think I may do that, bro, because I don't even know about that, dude. Here, let's do this. You guys don't even know about this. So, the video that we just watched was Iran letting y'all know that the concept of California was completely incorrect. Completely incorrect. Made you believe some bullshit. Let me show you this real quick. See it right here. Culo miados once again. I don't know, honestly, man, what his agenda is. I don't understand it. Are you saying you're black like them? But then when you talk, you say them. You don't include yourself. And then what do you get out of this? If, let's say, what you were teaching was true, what do you get out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you get out of it? So today, we are going to find out if you guys want to walk with me, or you can skedaddle the hell out of here. I don't give a shit. What I am going to do is I'm going to debunk these motherfuckers. That's what I am going to do, okay? Fuck that puto. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to start from the top, though. We're not going to watch the video first. So in the video, what he does is he gets into this particular concept of, like, you know, California, Califas, Califern, right? All right, I'll get to it. So he references, and so do other people, these books, or this book called Las Sergas del Esplandian. Now, I am I could say a decent reader, not a good reader, a decent reader. I was going to say a very good reader, but no. I'm a decent reader. I can read some of these things, but it will take time. So, like, for example, entonces el marinero, antes que convenía pie allá llegaban con gusto la barca a las orcillas. So there is a patience required to read this material, which is why people translate this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to bring you to attention as to who this guy is. Garcia Rodrigo de Moldova. We're going to hear about it. Now, between 1450 and 1505, you know what I mean? So obviously these wobbles, anything that has to do with so-called old times, and then out of reference of just something that just may be them, don't work with that. Okay, so hold on, let me see something real quick because I heard about something yesterday. Oh yeah, thank you, bro. You had to post it on Facebook. It's all good, dude. Thank you very much. And you know, by the way, the reason I'm bringing this up too is because there's somebody that's posting on the channel, right? And they're all like just all over the place. Now they're Asians and shit. Anyway, so Las Tergas is planned. By the way, I want to let you guys know that in this channel, I do speak Spanish and I do read in Spanish. So we're going to read English and Spanish. We're going to read English and Spanish, okay? But I'm going to try to hurry up because I have my mom here and we're going to eat some pozole today, bro. Oh, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be good. Anyways, so in this book, you know, as I said, it's kind of hard to read. So we're not going to do that. All right? But what we are going to do is we're going to obviously read other ways to read it. So now I'm going to bring you to a story here called Stories Behind the Myth of California. Now, in case you guys don't know, here in the States, when you hear or see something like the novel, you're like, oh, a novel, wow. It almost seems real. No, dumbasses, it is not real. It's like what we call novelas. Novelas are not real. They're not real. They're imaginary. And a matter of fact, they are made for what we call people que son ociosos, that have nothing to do and are just like instinctive and will react to shit like that. Yeah, right? So this is why, like, for example, La Llorona is not really ever been seen, even though you have people, oh, I saw her. I saw La Llorona. I fucking saw her. No, man. So let's reassess this shit, because guess what? This is what I'm doing. I'm making fun of this dude, bro. Straight up. And the reason I called him the Negro Master is because he's your master. He literally is your master. You believe the shit that he's telling y'all. And I'm going to show you like that video, which I'm gonna play at the end. I'm gonna first present what it is, and then y'all decide at the end what it is, basically. I'll say it like that. So let's begin. William Roos, PhD, by the way, okay? So it's not Culomiados who lives in a fucking barn and shit and like a half-ass home that, you know what I mean? Like he ain't even got fucking drywall inside of that thing, all right? This is a PhD individual. So I think I may just kind of lean a little bit towards it, plus it's confirmed. So let's read it a little bit. So let's read the story behind Califia and her two spirits. Now, I do want to say this, brother VTC, I really appreciate you, bro, because you do get it, you know what I mean? And what I mean by get it is, you know, you're not like just getting concepts just because you want to create hate. Now, bro, it's like you got questions, you know what I'm saying? You got questions, so obviously, you know, you're going to want answers. So brother VTC here, he's been posting stuff about certain things, about certain people that have been doing certain things, you know what I mean? And there's something that seems to be very common among these individuals lately. You know, so you may want to consider looking at some of these things here, right? So the reason why I'm saying that is because in the same breath, this is where that two spirit sister concept comes from. You like, instead of mayates, mayatas. You know what I mean? Like instead of that. All right, but let's continue. All right, so in 1524, Hernan Cortez was at the peak of his fame and power. I'm only going to read about 4 pages, so I'm going to hurry up. 3 years earlier, through his guile, luck, and violence, he had crushed the Aztec Empire. Now, we're talking about Hernan Cortez, who they actually will reference, okay? Wobbles always do that shit. Now, and had crushed the Aztec Empire. The Holy Emperor, the Holy Roman Emperor, Carlos V, which, remember, in case you guys don't know why we have those chocolates, it's because, you know what I mean? He's a swarty mofo. Let's continue. Appointed him governor, captain general, and chief of justice of New Spain and of the oceans. But his penchant for defying orders and making enemies, and indeed his impious towards the king himself, had weakened his standing. So we do know of this history, right? So let's kind of skip a little bit here. I don't want to supposedly hide shit, because you know what I mean? These wobbles and their king, their daddy, you know what I mean? This guy right here, their Negro master, they like to hide shit, and I'm going to show you how. So if we continue, it says, most tantalizing was a report from his trusted lieutenant, Gonzalo de Sandoval, In 1522, he had sent the towns and the people of those provinces to bring to me all the reports and secrets of the land that he might learn. Sandoval traveled as far as the shores of South Sea, the Pacific Ocean, where he founded the city of Colima before proceeding north along the coast. Reaching the towns of Cihuatlan in the present state of Jalisco, where I'm from. The lords of the province gives him a report in which there is affirmed to be an island. Okay, so let's read this. Inhabited by women without any men. Although at certain times they are visited by men from the mainland, and if the women bear female children, they are protected. But if their males are driven from their society, this island is 10 days' journey from that province, and many have gone there and seen it. They also tell me it is very rich in pearls and gold, respecting which I shall labor to obtain the truth and give your majesty a full account of it. And indeed, Sandoval had returned with pearls in his hand. All right, so now we're like, oh, shoot, maybe this is true. I don't know. Let's continue. Cortez wasted no time, he says. I'm going to go get the gold. Even before he wrote to the king, he dispatched his cousin to Colima with instructions to look for in a district inhabited by women without men, where in a matter of reproduction, these women follow the peace practices of the Amazon described in the, I want you to pay mind to this, Historias Antiguas. So think about this. This is in 15 and change, 1505, 1510, right? So why is he saying Historias Antiguas? He is just referencing Amazon, referencing Historias Antiguas. So, and again, hold that into your thought because we will touch on it later, okay? Cortez' letter was recalculated, I believe. Cortez' letter was calculated to get the royal court's attention that an island of riches inhabited by women, all right, who live without men might exist was not a new fantasy for the Spaniards. Oh, no, remember, keep in mind. So this right here, this dude right here, okay? This dude right here, Culo Mialos right here, right? Okay. So he is teaching people, right? In this book, which I just told you, right? Which I'm going to get to. He's saying that shit is real, right? Cortez' letter was calculated to get the royal court's attention that an island of riches inhabited by women who live without men might exist as was not a new fantasy for the Spaniards. Okay, so now, second point. He called it a fantasy, right? He is not calling it a fantasy. And why I shared this video. Keep in mind why I shared this video. Okay, I shared this other one earlier today, like not too long ago, regarding the concept of Esplendian. You have another nation from across the world telling you how Califas was named incorrectly and why you should be mindful of the fact that they're taking advantage. Watch this, just here real quick.
Before California existed, this land had a name, a real name, given by real people, and they erased it completely.
They took the land,
and they took the name.
When you erase a name,
you erase a people. This is what they never taught you in school. California was never the original name.
They lied to you.
The Olón people named this land long before Spain arrived.
They lied to you.
A Spanish fantasy novel gave this state its name.
They lied to you.
The real name was buried under 300 years of colonial rule.
100 years of colonial rule. Las Sergas Esplendian. That's exactly what I'm explaining right now. I'm explaining that right now to you brothers and sisters, bro. Breaking it down to show you exactly how that shit is fake. Fuck you, Colomiados, and your mama too. And all you motherfucking wobbles. And every single one of you that support this stupid shit. I'd say strong in my doctrine. Because I know my understanding. And I know myself. And this is why I keep telling you, brothers and sisters, bro, stop being afraid. Wake the fuck up. Speak your truth and stand your ground. They understand it is. However, let's continue. The Greek myth of a tribe of women, the Amazons, so not the Amazons in Brazil, dumbass. That term has been used in the past. So anyway, let's continue. living on the margins of the civilized world was persisted through the Middle Ages. At the time the Spaniards arrived in the New World, an island of women was the subject of one of the most popular novels. Listen to this. So remember what I said? Novels, novelas, right? Novels, novelas. So this is not real shit. At the time the Spaniards arrived in the New World, an island of women was subject to one of the most popular novels in the history of Spanish literature. Do you understand what this means? First published in 1510, Las Sergas de Esplandian, translated the labors of the very brave knight Esplandian. So just to kind of interject, and I did read a little bit about this, and I think we'll read later in a bit if I have time. It's really more of this knighthood. And this supposedly Khalifa's chick, she runs off and leaves with his ass. Anyway, let's continue. Was the second of the two romantic pot boilers written by Garcia Rodrigo de Montalvo. He was a storyteller, man. Anyhow, drawing on old medieval chivalry tales, Las Sergas de Esplandian was a runaway bestseller. You see what I'm saying? So we have culomiados, aka curimeo, okay, going around telling people that soul situation over there in Califas or California and that picture that they use, which is very recent, all right, that shit is real. So we're tackling. It's not. Let's continue. Let's share with some music and some fucking understanding.
Before any European set foot on his land, the territory now called California was home to over 100 distinct indigenous nations. The Olón, the Miwok, the Yokuts, the Chumash, the Tongva, and the Mojave people all lived across this land for over 10,000 years. Each nation had its own name for its own territory. The Olón called their coastal homeland. Huchun, the Tongva people called their southern territory. Tavanga, meaning the basin of the world. The Chumash referred to their region along the central coast as Mishap, Snow, and Southern. Names tied directly to the land, the water, and the life that existed there. These were not casual labels. These names were spiritual identities. They described the geography, the resources, and the sacred relationship between the people and the earth. There was no single name for the entire region because it was never one place. It was hundreds of nations, each sovereign, each name, each populated by millions of people across thousands of years of documented civilization.
They took the
land and renamed it, and then brought stupid ass culomiados like this motherfucker to teach you or teach them some bullshit. Killing it one step at a time, saying here, yo, this is the bestseller shit. Over 21, okay, first of all, romantic, written, bestseller, over 21 chapters. Montalvo gives an account of an island named California, which was inhabited by black women, which, by the way, I just want to remind y'all that in 1500, the terminology black woman didn't mean an Afro woman or an African American looking woman. I mean, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Hold on. Come on, bro. Get the shit out of here with that shit. Anyways, without a single man among them, right? So they see, supposedly, it's a black woman or black women, that they lived in a manner of Amazons. The island everywhere abounds with gold and precious stones. Whenever a man came to the island, he was promptly killed and eaten. I guess they forgot to leave that out, right? Culomiados, did you forget to leave that out? Now, it says here, its ruler was queen named Califia. All right? So this is what Culomiados is saying. The black queen of California. Let's continue. In fact, stories of New World Amazons had been making their way back to Spain well before Las Sergas de Esplandian was published. Columbus relayed reports of an island of women engaged in men's pursuits in his official account of his first voyage. It is quite possible that these reports inspired Montalvo because he's a storyteller. In any case, they kept coming, storytelling. In 1517, while sailing along the shorelines of Cozumel, Juan del Grijalval expedition found a tower on a tip of the land that is said to be inhabited by women who live without men. When Cortés departed from Cuba to meet his destiny in Mexico, so listen to this, right? So Hernan Cortés, remember. So he's like, shit, because he believed it. He believed this stuff. Okay, but let's continue though. And again, it's like everybody, every single one of us. You know, you guys believe one thing, I believe another thing. Some of us believe me, some of us don't, whatever. But it's your belief, right? Whatever it is that he was believing, he had this book and story, and like, yo, I think it's real. When Cortez departed from Cuba to meet his destiny in Mexico, the following year, his instructions included, among other things, to get a hold of an informant who will give you news about other islands. And you will also inquire where and in what direction are the Amazons. All right. So we're seeing this so far. Okay. So it's not fake that, he's bringing up a book or material. And even in this shit here, again, this is why I call him the Negro Master, because you guys swallow everything he's giving you, bro. Everything he's pouring down your throats. It's unbelievable. So you might as well call him Big Daddy. Anyways, so it says, okay, the soldiers with Cortez knew Montalvo books well. Bernal Diaz, let me read that again. The soldiers with Cortez knew Montalvo's books well. Bernal Diaz, who chronicled Cortez exploits, recalled how at first sight of the great city of Tenochtitlan, the Spaniards could not help remarking to each other that all these buildings resembled the fairy castles we read in the Amadís de Gaul, which is his first novel. Now, so they're even referencing or suggesting that Tenochtitlan may be what these broads are. Like the movie, you know what I'm saying? Wonder Woman. I mean, let's be real, man. What kind of dude ain't gonna think, hey, that's a good idea? An island full of beautiful women, right? Supposedly. Meanwhile, back in Spain, Cortez later backfired. So check this out. It gets interesting. The crown was certainly interested in pearls, gold, and new territories. Amazons are not, but authorization to undertake their quest was not forthcoming. Meanwhile, Cortez was called away to suppress the Enduro revolt, yada, yada, yada. He returns to Mexico. He found himself in controversies. Let me not waste too much time on little stuff here. Okay, so he returns. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. In 1529, now the dates change. Nuño de Guzman sets out with a force of more than 300 conquistadors and some 8,000 Nahuatl allies in the lands west of New Spain to find the pearls and gold of Amazons. All right, so listen to this. The expedition was, in the words of one historian, a genocidal enterprise. Hey, fam, real quick, check this out. I just want to clear this up real quick. This piece of shit bastard said that the reason why, the guy that was here earlier, he said that the reason why I wanted him to show his camera was because of this.
Finally, y'all start posting stuff on this. And he wants to actually start making comments. And if he knows I have a house, he wanted to take pictures of it. So he can,
You hear that? You hear what this fucking guy said to his whoever he told? He said that supposedly I wanted him to turn on his camera because I wanted to take pictures of his house to make money. Do you guys listen now? Do you guys hear what we're dealing with? The fucking dude that showed up, man, supposedly has kids, tells his wife just to hide his argument.
and these little groupie chats, ever like 9 or 8 or 10 o'clock at night.
Listen to this.
Posting some shit because he's full of shit drunk, right? I never said nothing. Finally, y'all start posting stuff on this. And he wants to actually start making comments. And if he knows I have a house, he wanted to take pictures of it so he can make money off. There you go. Ignacio. So then I finally said, all right, man. Come.
You hear that? You hear that? So you see the approach of this piece of shit motherfucker, bro? This is the typical Mexican wannabes that marry white people, bro. And then they assume the worst of you. Oh, he just wants to take pictures of my house so he can make money from it. You think I waste my time on stupid homeowners insurance quotes? Stupid homeowners insurance quotes and personal auto quotes are the simplest fucking quotes in insurance industry. I don't worry about the simple stuff. But see, this is why I'm telling you, family, this is the mindset of these people. This is the raza that says, ¿Qué huele, raza? Ánimo. ¿Cómo está, raza? Hey. But they marry the other nations. And they have this concept behind their mind that if you just happen to be way smarter than them, oh, it's because you're not Mexican. You're either some other nation or you're just fucking shady. This guy wants me to show him my house so he can take pictures and make money from them. That's what you said, Samuel. You're so easy, bro. You're so simple. You're such a fucking Christmas Christian. And I'm glad I'm disgusted by you. I'm so glad by it because the moment I fucking talked to you, I never wanted to deal with you. This was 3 years ago. I never answered you, never talked to you after that shit. And now we get to see clarity of what Christianity does. Deliberately invasive, hold on, explicitly demonic. Christmas Christians. Understand this? So Núñez de Guzmán, which again, they may be referencing that he believed this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? That he believed this stuff. Goes on the quest himself. Takes with him 300 conquistadors of 8,000 of our Nahuatl people, hopefully, you know what I mean? Or if not, sells, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And finds the pearl in gold for them. They're looking for it. But it tells you the expedition, in other words of one historian, is a genocidal enterprise. Guzman attacked the natives' villages. So listen to this. This is why this is why I call him this right here, bro. El más puto, bro. This is why I call you, bro. That.
Fuck that puto.
Because you don't do your homework on what actually occurred in this history, that you want to paint a picture of some shit that is you only talk about the fairy tale and don't give the real shit that happened. Guzman attacked the natives, villages, stole their food, razed and burned their dwellings. Why? As he's looking for this place that you think it's so grand. Oh my God, he had a black woman, man, and tortured their leaders to make them reveal the location of their riches, of that so-called island that Montalvo wrote. And it says in July 1530, which is a year later, okay, so we're going by years here, he had reached Omitlan on the western Mexican coast, where he wrote to the king, I shall go to find the Amazons, which some say dwell in the sea, some in an arm of the sea, and that they are rich and accounted of by the peoples for goddesses. Guzman ravaged his way up the coast until he reached Cihuatlan, where Sandoval had heard of an island of women, gold and pearls. But the only women Guzman found were cowering in fear and clutching their children. The men had fled to the mountains. There were no pearls or gold. Such news might have discouraged another man, but Guzman's denouncement only emboldened Cortez. Now it was his chance to find the island of women and their riches. So that now we're going few years later, between 1532 and 39, he mounted no less than 5 expeditions. 5 times he attempted it, to at an end. All financed at his own expense, all ending in disaster and disappointment. In 1532, he sent 2 ships under Diego Hurtado Mendoza into the seas of the coast of western Mexico to find out whether the natives were adorned with gold, pearls, and precious stones. 1 ship mutinied. The second disappeared without a trace. The following year, he sent 2 more ships under Diego de Becerra to find Mendoza. Again, a revolt broke out. Becerra was killed. When the mutineers turned back to Mexico, they came upon an island they named Santa Cruz, where, according to all accounts, there were fine pearls fisheries. Its inhabitants, however, were a savage tribe of Indians who attacked and killed the landing party. As the survivors straggled back to Mexico, stories of the newfound islands of the pearls reached Cortez, who, in the words of Bernal Diaz, felt a great temptation to visit the above-mentioned Pearl Island. Now, we're almost done here. The conquistadors now took matters in their own hands, and now in 1535, remember, between 32 and 39, now in 1535, he set sail with 3 ships, 380 soldiers, and settlers for the island of Santa Cruz. On May 3rd in that year, he landed at the present-day La Paz, claimed the land for king, and founded the town. Then 2 of his ships ran aground. Waiting to return, Cortez ran out of supplies, and his men began starving to death. According to Bernal Diaz, in order not to witness these miseries, he left Santa Cruz to discover other lands and came upon California, which is a bay. Then it says, the men of Cortez abandoned. Well, hold on. Do you see this? He just left them. There's nothing there. The men of Cortez abandoned the Santa Cruz, clung on for almost 2 years, a miserable colony on the coast of Baran Peninsula, where there were neither gold nor pearls, let alone a queen named Califia. It took one more expedition in 1539 under Francisco de Ulla up the coast of Baja to convince Cortez of that fact. Bam. Well, so now this is what I find so interesting, because when you do a simple Google, right? Because I'm gonna keep going. When you do a simple Google, you're like, Califia is a fictional queen. Fictional. Wobbles, please tell me, you're gonna let this dude here rule your mind? You're really gonna let him sell you some bullshit, bro? For real, bro? For real, man. Who? Come on, bro. Y'all adults now. You guys are adults now. It's a fictional story. If you look into this actual situation, it's really a story. And we're going to see some things real quick, because there's some history to it, right? Which, by the way, I think he references or he ignores in this video here. Okay? So, let's see. Reconquista, chivalry is what is actually the meaning of it. The character Califia is used by Rodrigo de Montalvo to portray superiority of cavalry, I believe, in which the attractive virgin queen is conquered, converted to Christian beliefs, and married off. Did you happen to leave that shit out there, Colombianos? I mean, I don't understand why you guys don't actually consider thinking of where the hell is this even about? Or what does it even mean? It's a novel, una novela, way, like what you see on TV. You know what I'm saying? Califia is a pagan warrior queen who ruled over the kingdom of black women living in an island of California. It's convinced, raise an army, blah, 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 just like Wonder Woman. No.
Mother-in-law married a white woman too, and she said the same shit. He's just trying to take pictures of our house so he can make money from them. Yeah, that's the mentality of you motherfucking dirty-ass Mexicans that marry these white women, bro. Y'all look at us like we're dirty, bro. You look at us like we're so fucking inferior than you. The nerve of you motherfucker to show up to my channel and shit. Try to act like you. I just want to explain to Raza what the fuck he's saying. And then we hear you. We hear you. See, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And then we hear your shit. We hear exactly what you're saying, bro. You see, the thing is like, you feel this way about me because you feel this way about any Mexican. I know y'all start posting stuff on this one.
Give me a job.
And he wants to actually start making comments. And
if he knows that I have a house, he wanted me to take pictures of it so he can make money off.
There you go. Piece of shit thought that I wanted him to show his face so I could see his house. So I could take pictures of it and I don't know how the fuck make money. These are your Christmas Christians. These are the people that show up, fam, to this channel, act all ballsy, act all bald, and then you see them in detail. And look what they say. He just wants to shit. Motherfucker, you live in Arizona. It's hot as fuck over there. I'm in San Diego, bitch. Shut up.
Different. See the book? All right, so let's continue. Now, we're going to get into the Spanish part. Now, I think I can translate this. Can I? Translate. All right. Let's see if it translates properly, okay? It's just from Lecturas Hispánicas. So, you know what I mean? It's from Barrica. The
idea is that these people think that because if you have any kind of common sense, that you must not be Mexican, or if you are, you're just a shady one. Because you can't be that capable. There's no way. Nah, fuck no. You know what I mean? De seguro me quiere robar, güey. De seguro me quiere robar, güey. Did I ever say anything like that about him? Oh, he doesn't want to show his face because he doesn't want me to expose him. Like, do you really think I give a fuck about... See, this is sad, bro, because you straight ran to the materialistic shit. He wants me to show my house because he wants to make money off. Like your house is, so, what are you, $1 million home? You sitting in $1 million home, bro? You really got $1 million home that I could make money from and shit, take pictures from? Please, bro. It's like I told you, man. These kids show up, they think they have big balls, and then they run into a big wall, and they don't got big balls.
I'm sorry, Barrica de Letra Hispánica, some shit. Here, let me give you guys a link so you guys can see it yourselves. Okay, so what I think about is like, okay, sounds good, man. So instead of listening, and this is what I would tell you, Wobbles, instead of listening to Horseface right here, right? You know what I'm saying? Instead of listening to your master,
I would say, why don't you actually listen to, or maybe go to the horse's mouth? You know what I mean? Like, go to the Spaniards. Why don't we do that maybe for once and for all? This is from them. I am not making this the same. No, let's read what they say about this situation. Let's read a little bit. Hopefully it's all translated properly, okay? Again, bear with me. I clicked on the translation. But let's go. Prophetic spirit or sarcastic spirit. Dreams of wonder. It cannot be denied that the imagination, they were scrambled, excited. Okay? The discovery of America, gold, pearls, riches, sometimes the books of Calvary that tormented Europe. In the same critical epoch of the transition, they had a powerful influence in the minds of the end of the 15th and 16th century. All right? In the year 1493, Columbus speaks in the relation of his first trip from an island where only women live. Those who believe that it was a desire to find that California of legend so foolish as to capture an objective reality. Do you understand that? Do you understand what it's saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, hey, what's up, Vladimir? I think Vladimir is the Impala the serpents. Son más pendejos. Because you want to know something? They believe this dude right here, literally, this dude here, because he shows like a video, some pictures, a few sentences, skips, brings other things that support the few sentences that he reads, but doesn't give them the reality. So those who believe that it was a desire to find that California of legend so foolish as to capture an objective reality, although unknown, what came out of the pen of Ordóñez de Montalve has in no account Spanish psychology. Has not the account of Spanish psychology. What he's saying, because I read it in Spanish, what he's saying is you're not holding into account the Spanish psychology of that time, right? How do I know? Because it says here, nor the fact that it was forbidden to send to the Indies the novels of Calvary, because they had believed them to be intended for idle and poorly entertained people.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
So it's like, you see he has all fucking storytelling bullshit. You see, he has all like fables and so-called ideologies and beliefs and shit about people that supposedly believe certain things. Man, I wanted to show this video, bro, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I want to show this video because he was gonna debunk Hancock, but I may not. Let me show you this funny one. Because these are Christmas Christians, bro. Straight up. These are Christmas Christians right here. Enjoy.
This is Trump closing a deal with Iran. It's a good metaphor. Nope. How about now? Yeah, all right, here we go. We're going to get a deal, and no, I'm sorry. Well, you know, we thought Clavicular had a difficult week with his nose job, but this has got to be the worst of it. This man accidentally he had a surgery. It was a medical mistake. They swapped his penis for his nose. Now he's got a penis for a nose and a nose for a penis.
Garrett McKenna. He's claiming that a doctor accidentally switched his penis and nose during a surgery last month.
I was put under to get my appendix removed, and when I woke up, my penis had been glued between my eyes.
Garrett says the surgeon's mistake has turned his life upside down.
My penis is on my face now, and my nose is sewn to my crotch, so I pee from up here, and I smell from down there.
I think this is spoiled, I can't tell.
Let me see. Oh, that smells fine.
Garrett says he's having a hard time understanding how this happened.
The appendix is nowhere near the penis or nose, but they are medical professionals, and I trust that it was an honest mistake.
When asked for comment, the doctor who performed Garrett's surgery said this.
It was not an honest mistake. That was utterly intentional. I just wanted to see if I could do it.
And to make matters worse, Garrett was recently fired from his job.
My coworker accused me of masturbating at my desk, which is untrue. I was picking my nose.
He says the silver lining throughout all of this has been his girlfriend's support.
We said we'd always be there for each other through thick and thin, and this is really a testament to that promise.
Yeah, when I said thick and thin, I was thinking financial problems. His dick is on his face. There's no chance that I stay with him.
As a result of losing his job, Garrett says he no longer has health insurance.
I lost my health insurance, so the reversal procedure is pretty much out of my budget. But sneezing feels amazing now, so that's one good thing.
Amazing feels amazing. Hey, Samuel, that's you, bro. That's why I played it for you, bro. That's you, Samuel. I hope you enjoy that shit. You with a dick on your nose. It's just so fucking wonderful, bro. Yeah, have a good night, man. I mean, how else can I do it? You know what I mean? Listen, dude, I would have liked to talk to him. Like, obviously, he's out of order from the get-go. Don't want to show his face. Then he shows his face. No, he doesn't even show his face. He's showing the ground. I didn't even hear what he was saying. And he's like, he wants me to show his house. He wants me to show my house so he can take pictures of it and make money from it. That's supposedly why he wasn't showing his face. That's your hardcore Christmas Christian that is about teaching the Bible. He cares so much about you guys that he was so concerned of not showing his face because he thought I may be able to make money from his shitty home in Arizona. That it's like, what is it, June? It's like 104 degrees over there. What's your house? 1,500 square feet? Bro, I got twice the size of that shit. And a yard with grass. And I can sit outside. Oh, and by the way, I have trees, little trees. I have chiles growing, tomatoes. I got all kinds of stuff growing. You can't do that over there. How the fuck would I care about your house, man? I don't even write homeowner policies, dude. How the fuck you even wrap your mind around that shit? You know what that is? It shows. It just shows. You're either a pendejo, you're either drunk, or you just sold out yourself to the white soul. And you're doing everything possible like every Christmas Christian does for Donald Trump. Even if he rapes children, you're going to say, well, there weren't technically children. If you know what I'm saying. There was grass growing. Yeah, you fucking disgusting bastards. Good night.
Estamos aquí, oye, que estamos aquí. Mírame, estamos aquí. Desde hace rato, cuando ustedes llegaron, ya estaban las huellas de nuestros zapatos. Se robaron hasta la comida de gato y todavía se están lamiendo el plato. Bien encabronado con estos ingratos. Hoy le doy duro a los tambores hasta que me acusen de maltrato. Si no entiendes el dato, pues te lo tiro en cumbia, bossa nova, tango o vallenato. A lo calaboy y bambú, bien frontú, con sangre caliente como Timbuktu. Estamos dentro del menú. Tupac se llama Tupac por Tupac Amaru del Perú. América no es solo USA, papá. Esto es desde Tierra del Fuego hasta Canadá. Hay que ser bien bruto, bien hueco. Es como decir que África es solo Marruecos. Estos canallas se les olvidó que el calendario que usan se lo inventaron los mayas con la Valdivia precolombina. Desde hace tiempo, este continente camina. Pero ni con toda la marina pueden sacar de la vitrina la peste campesina. Esto va para el capataz de la empresa. El machete no es solo para cortar caña, también es para cortar cabeza.
Aquí estamos, siempre estamos, no nos fuimos, no nos vamos. Aquí estamos pa' que te recuerdes. Si quieres mi machete te muerde. Aquí estamos, siempre estamos, no nos fuimos, no nos vamos. Aquí estamos pa' que te recuerdes. Si quieres mi machete te muerde. 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 Te muerde, te muerde.
Los paramilitares, las guerrillas, los hijos del conflicto, las pandillas, las listas negras, los falsos positivos, los periodistas asesinados, los desaparecidos, los narcogobiernos, todos los que robaron, los que se manifiestan y los que se olvidaron, las persecuciones, los golpes de estado, el país en quiebra, los exiliados, el peso devaluado, el tráfico de droga, los carteles, las invasiones, los emigrantes sin papeles, 5 presidentes en 11 días, disparo a quemarropa por parte de la policía, más de 100 años de tortura, la nova trova cantando en plena dictadura, somos la sangre que sopla la presión atmosférica. Gambino, mi hermano, esto sí es América.
Aquí estamos, siempre estamos, no nos fuimos, no nos vamos.
Ical, hijo, abre los ojos. Tu cuerpo se queda con nosotros, pero tu espíritu debe seguir. Busca la luz. Aléjate de las sombras. Deja que nuestro dolor sea tu fuerza. Desde aquí iluminamos tu camino. Lucha como nosotros ante esta pena tan grande. Yo soy tú. Tú eres yo. La muerte que hoy nos separa, mañana volverá a unirnos. Eres libre, hijo.